guys, what's going on? Welcome back to The Council Reads, a show about comic books, movies, toys, and my deep-set desire to eliminate all life on the face of the planet. We are now streaming on Spotify. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify. And soon Google Podcasts. Soon.
Yep.
Yep.
Never heard of Google.
What's that?
I'm Dylan, here with Jason,
Okay.
Fommy,
Hey.
Nitin,
Hello.
and back from his comic book quest to the distant faraway land of Tasmania is Dave.
Yeah.
Yay, Dave!
No!
How's Tassie?
I found comics. I gained 3.2 kilos as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
Of comics.
I feel ashamed.
Before you left, I'm like, what are you going to do on your holiday? And you're like, eat
Yeah.
and walk around.
So what was the-
Well,
You think those two cancel each other out?
Not if you do one of more than the other.
yes.
I definitely did more of one than the other.
What was the highlight of the 3.2 kilos, buddy?
I don't know. This burger shop. I was
Yeah.
Burger Junkie. I was
Okay.
but I think it's in Lawrence.
What kind of burger? What's the deal?
It was like a Holy Trinity burger. It had like pork, meat, or beef, and chicken all in one.
Okay.
Pork meat.
Pork meat.
Yeah.
I like pork meat.
Yeah.
What sauce did it have for that combination?
I totally forget.
That's okay.
Oh, must have been really good sauce.
But that's good to hear.
Alrighty, I believe you have procured yourself some comic books.
I got comic books. Yay.
What have you got?
Let's see. Should I give one to each of you? Or let's just show it.
Okay.
So, Daredevil 312, John. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, just like the old school.
I guess I could just
Yeah.
Yeah,
do some
show
magic.
it.
Well,
Do some magic.
while you're looking,
Yes.
I'm sniffing.
All right. I got Maximum Carnage,
Ooh.
part 12 of 14.
Ooh, very
I'll make
nice.
a look at that.
Always
if
good,
you want.
always good.
So, I think this Jim Lee.
Jim Lee, yeah, Fantastic Four.
Jim
Number
Lee
one.
Fantastic Four.
Heroes Reborn, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
said it. This up there.
I
Let's hear his
I
return.
thought all of them had the banner at the top though. Was it?
No.
No.
That's out. That's issue 1, yes.
Okay, cool.
Nothing smells better than old comics, man.
Oh, it's the best smell.
I could smell them all day.
I say-
People look at me weird, but
Nah,
man,
it's the
do
best.
anyway.
get into it. Get into
No,
it.
no, it's the best smell.
I wish I could. I can't. I don't think I can smell it.
It's because you have the worst sense of smell ever. Does come in handy sometimes, though.
Yes.
Oh,
And last but
great.
not least,
I can
The
kind of smell it.
Avengers on Late Night with David Letterman.
What now? Oh,
That is a
sick!
great
Yeah,
issue.
That's great.
I know.
Yeah.
Great cover.
I've always wanted to have a look at this issue,
Oh.
so I will now. Thanks, Dave.
Dave, this is awesome, man.
Yeah.
These are good pickups. How much you score these for? $3.
What was the comic shop?
Hmm?
What was the comic
They're
shop?
actually bookshops.
Ah,
Oh,
sure,
bookshop,
sure. Like
nice.
second-hand deals? Like second-hand bookshop deals?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
It's really good. This is when they brought like the Avengers in. This is near the end of the series.
This was it.
Yeah,
This
one
was
where I
better
bought
than
them
that
had a
one.
bunch of action comics as well. I was about to go.
That's good
I'll
stuff.
have a look, so yeah.
Nice cloak and dagger at the end
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. Good work, Dave. Is
Yeah,
it cold down there, dude?
Let's not mention the $200 worth of magic cards I bought, but yeah, let's go.
Did you get any good special magic cards? Not
Oh,
that I know what you're talking about,
I'm
really,
trying
but
to complete my Godzilla set.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, as
Yeah.
in,
You
like,
have a
Don't
Mechazilla?
worry, I got a double, and guess where that's going?
right in my
Like-
hands.
Yes,
there's Godzilla magic cards?
Yeah.
there was.
Elaborate.
So, with Ikoria, they did like a crossover. So they reflect other cards in the set, but they just theme it as Godzilla cards.
I see.
So it's
Yeah.
like they've
Didn't
been
help me.
So,
Godzillaized.
yes, yes.
Okay.
But like there are cards in the set that are exactly the same strength, weakness. Text.
It's like a variant card.
Yeah, it's a variant
It's a-
card. It's
yeah.
exactly that.
Yeah, it's like a
variant
variant,
card.
cover with featuring Godzilla.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Sniff,
Yeah.
sniff away. Cool. Okay.
So yeah.
Is that an ad for the Popeye game on the back?
Looks
Yeah.
like it.
I love the old ads in comics.
I know. Well, you showed me the other one. It was like you opened up to the D&D page.
Yes, yes, yes,
I'm like,
yes,
Oh,
yes.
excellent.
Good scores, Dave. Good scores.
Very
Yeah.
nice, Dave.
Random, but I like it.
Yeah.
Just like you, Dave. It's random as hell, but we like you.
Especially the David Letterman Avengers.
Yeah, I,
Yeah, I
was
think
like,
that's a cracker.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pick of the bunch.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
for
know
sure.
about
There you go.
that.
I found about that in an older Wizard magazine.
Second mention of Wizard. I
I
like
know,
it.
we're going to have to buy a Wizard magazine.
I think I might have one laying around. Have a look.
Yeah.
I think I threw mine all away.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I
bring
think
in some
I
old
may-
FHMs.
I
don't
should
mind.
have.
Your FHM is?
Yeah.
Just checking. Of course you do. You're a young man.
They didn't have internet.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, moving along.
That was totally not off topic.
No.
Topics?
We
Oh,
got
topics. It's
to talk
okay. I just thought you stared at the screen. Sorry.
Okay. All right. We're meant to be talking about Infinite Frontier
Oh, yes.
and non-stop Spider-Man
Infinite
first.
Frontier. Alright, and where'd I put that? Here we go.
Somewhere.
Alright, Infinite Frontier. There we go. It was basically a sampler book for the new era of DC. So after Death Metal finished and what happens there, I don't want to give you too much spoilers, but stuff's different now in the DC universe. So yeah, Future State and Infinite Frontier is the new era post Future State. So this is like a sampler book. You got a Wonder Woman and Spectre doing A Christmas Carol. And in between, you got stories for mainly new creative teams at DC coming up. Some returning favourites like Batman and stuff. But
Yes.
I thought it was not too bad. I was pretty interested. I'll admit, some of you may know I'm more a Marvel guy.
Who could have guessed that?
I've got taste. What can I say? I used to love DC, but they just got lost. But some of this stuff, this is the most excited I've been about DC's lineup for a while, to be honest. And this definitely made me want to check out a few books. What do you think, Dylan? You're the DC man.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the Bendis, Bendis, I did not really like him on Superman. Like, I felt like he really understood the character and he did a good job writing the character and his powers and stuff.
Yep.
But nothing happened.
Yeah.
And that was the weakness of his
Yeah.
run. Just not much happened at all. So I'm cautiously optimistic about his
He's doing Justice League, right?
Yes.
Him with is it Marquez?
Marquez. And Marquez. Oh,
So
he's
good.
so good.
I like Bendis on a team book usually.
Yeah.
Because what he does best is the talking heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he's got more talking heads.
Oh, it's that
to
70s
play with.
show all over again.
I did
Yes.
really enjoy his Legion.
Yep.
Legion.
We're not all parts
I
of
really
it.
like. Yeah. There's nothing I'm super keen on. Because even Superman, yeah, I'm not sure, man.
Yep. Yeah, fair enough. Who's doing Superman?
Philip Kennedy Johnson.
That's right.
Yeah, I think he'll do a good job. I saw previews, and I'm
Yeah.
not the biggest fan of the artist,
Yeah, fair enough.
but
fair enough.
I'll give a look.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at it.
That's the one where it's the story about John, right? That's the
Yes.
Superman stuff?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I thought that
I
was
didn't mind that.
interesting. Like, you're like,
Yes.
oh, okay, where are they going to go with that?
Yes.
Again, trying to stay spoiler free, but yes,
I-
that seemed interesting.
Currently don't purchase any DC comics. And having a scroll of this, there's nothing there that massively jumps out to say you should maybe pick this up. The last splash is quite nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
But then there's a couple more pages, and then there's the last page and some artwork that's quite familiar to a Marvel fan, and is quite interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
pass
it
that
finishes
along.
big, finishes
It
big.
kind of finishes quite big, so I definitely will be checking some interesting.
What else we got
Issues
spotlight
out.
in there? The new status quo for the Flash.
Yes. Wally? Oh,
Wally, yeah.
Don't need to bleep that. I don't know.
It's
Yeah, bleep
there.
it. But then we have a beep.
about fifth
And it
attempt in
wasn't
the last
swearing.
few years to fix Wally. I swear I added in this shop just a couple of weeks ago. It's like, I don't care. They've ruined Wally. Every time they fix it, they just make it worse. But I read that and I was like, oh, maybe they're going to fix him this time. So, I suck it. Wally West, best Flash there is. I like Barry too, but come on, man.
No, Wally's the best.
Yeah, and then Heroes in Crisis came about and turned him into a psycho, right? That's what they did.
Yeah. But yeah. But that interests me a bit because hopefully if Wally's the star of the Flash book, I might give that a look.
Yes.
Shazam. No. Shazam. He's been protecting us all.
Look,
Oh, is that where it is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have flicked past
but
it. Okay.
it's a joke.
Okay.
I
Well,
like-
that's what I thought when it all happened
Yeah.
and they explained it. But okay, so it is
People
actually
freaking out over nothing.
Yeah,
okay.
because it's like a civilian talking to Superman. A civilian's like, oh, he was here. Shazam saved us. And then he's like, Shazam? They're like, no, Shazam. And then he's talking to someone else about it later. And he's like, oh, Black Adam was here.
Right.
Black Adam saved these people.
Okay.
So yes, it's just a Bendis
So
joke.
then
That's-
Superman will
that's-
correct him. It's like, no,
that's just his
Shazam.
name. There's no correctness needed because
Yes.
it's just his name,
Yes.
no other connotation. being his name. Anyway. Anyway.
What else? The Stargirl story I liked. I'm always a sucker for Jeff Johns' old school
No, it was
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Stargirl.
I just like Stargirl. She great.
Is there a Booster Gold vibe to this with Stargirl? I don't know.
maybe.
Maybe it's the art.
Just
Is that a bad thing?
Stargirl.
No, not a bad thing at all.
I liked that. What else was in there that was good? Oh, the Green Arrow, Black Canary, a couple of pages of that. I like.
Yes.
Ollie's probably my favourite DC character.
Man, they broke them up in the New 52, right?
Yeah.
And it took until Rebirth to get
Yeah.
them back together. So, it's about time.
Yes. Because is he going to lead the Justice League? I remember reading that.
I think so, yeah.
Because I might try Justice League. If Ollie's leading Justice League, it's just a bit different than usual.
Yeah.
So I'm alright with that.
Yeah, I'm a bit... Despite Bendis on Superman,
Yep.
I'm looking forward to his Justice League now.
Yep.
At first I was like, oh... But,
He's done well in T-books previously.
Yes.
for other
Yeah.
companies,
exactly.
so-
Yeah, and I liked his Legion of Superheroes.
All right, without getting into... What about the Wonder Woman? How do you feel? What's your feeling on the take on Wonder Woman coming up here?
Okay, so...
Oh, is that it there that Dave just got to?
Yeah,
Sorta.
yeah. So
Okay.
just for a bit of context, the new arc is going to start, and she's in Valhalla, essentially. She just wakes up, and she doesn't know who she is,
Okay.
and she's in Valhalla.
She got a new costume.
And
She's like Sif.
She looks exactly like Sif.
I said that, Jason
Sorry,
said that,
okay, I thought
everybody...
someone else had something to say, but that's exactly.
That's what she
I
looks
just saw
like.
it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's not a bad thing, but she's Wonder Woman.
I have a pet peeve about those kinds of stories where it's like, oh, they've lost their memory. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, they just did that with Aquaman.
Yeah, it's just lazy.
Comics.
Yeah, lazy, and it's like, it's not Aquaman anymore.
Which is her and, like, I don't know, her and the Asgardian thing, it's a bit weird, I don't know. But it's better than her just being a random superhero.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Is it kind of them doing it because they don't have anything big for her at the moment? So it's kind of like a bit of a standby, continue on story until they can get another.
no,
writer
I
to come
think this
through,
might be their
or-
big thing, because they went through a few creative teams pretty fast the last
Okay.
Yes.
year or so, like a few people were off and on. So I guess this must be their big push for her.
Right.
And probably do something a bit different, because they're also going to introduce the new Wonder Woman as well.
Wonder Girl.
Yeah, Wonder Girl, sorry.
Wonder Girl,
She was from Future State. She was Wonder Woman in Future State. She's the one that's getting her TV show.
Wonder Girl number
Can
3.
can we just see the marketing team like a flash to a table of going? Okay, so we've got Wonder Woman. We just and then cut to 8 hours later where they come up with Wonder Girl. Like, I know it's not a stretch because there are a lot of same names with superheroes, but that's and the third one you say.
Yeah.
Third?
Yeah.
Just seems to me Aquaman's pants get lower and lower and lower and lower.
Have you got it? Flaunt it, Dave.
Yeah, in the splash page.
Oh.
The splash page.
Jealousy's a curse.
I was like,
Try not to get that on camera.
just top right.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That is
like
that is
almost.
so low.
Yeah,
And hip low, not
Yeah.
Ooh,
leg low.
yeah.
yeah, good.
Guns.
And they're still trying to make him look like Jason Momoa
Of course.
with the tattoos.
Of course.
Well, there's a pretty good market there for. Putting those two things together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the book. It's weird because of what it is.
Yes.
It's not a story.
Right.
You know, you're getting snippets of all the books.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in see what DC's doing, I definitely recommend. Especially if you're not a DC fan, like if you are more a Marvel fan, but you've got an interest in trying and seeing what they're going to do, this is a perfect. It's a pretty fat issue.
Yeah, it's value for money. It's money,
Yeah.
you know. It's a big book.
Yeah, if
The
you
art, pretty much all the art's
Yeah,
amazing.
it is. Man. It's a pretty book.
Man, the Tini and Batman story with
Jimenez?
Yeah, Jimenez on art. Oh, so good. Did you see that? Oh, the bad guy in that. The one-page splash page of the bad guy.
No,
Woo!
forward.
On the
was
Batman
good.
issue?
Yeah, no, in that.
Forward.
I don't want to spoil it, but I was like, man, that looks good.
How many Batman bits are there?
I think 2.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
couldn't
the
find
second
it
one.
there. Yeah, okay.
With the grifter stuff and whatever.
It's so weird seeing Grifter in the DC.
It is. But he's such a cool-looking
He
character.
looks so great.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, a lot of those early Image characters, they've aged poorly. But Grifter, I think he still looks good.
That is such nice art.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
he's great.
beautiful.
Phil Jimenez is so good.
No, the other one.
George?
George. Or Jorge, or whatever.
Jorge.
Jorge, I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, Phil
he-
Jimenez is good anyway.
Jimenez is good.
Still stand by it.
Yeah.
Have you seen his Instagram? Oh, it's the best.
No.
It's just him shirtless most of the time.
Okay.
That's
Wait,
hilarious.
Jorge or
So-
George?
Phil.
Phil.
Phil. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
he's trolling.
Now I'm losing.
The best.
Next big book we had to read was Non-Stop Spider-Man, which is the most rad title I've ever heard in my life.
Where's your mask, Dylan?
Non-stop Spider-Man.
How dizzy did you get doing that video the other day?
I was
I was in
me
Sydney.
Oh, good work.
behind the scenes of our super high budget weekly video. I was
Sorry,
sitting,
how dizzy did the crew get?
Yeah.
I was sitting in the stool and I was recording myself. Yeah, and I was just spinning. By the time I got up, I was like, "Nah, I need to sit back down. I'm gonna fall over and I'm gonna die."
See, that's the heart that you put into your artistic work.
It's the
Dylan.
price
That's what
of-
we respect about
yes.
you, mate. It's one of the
I
only
love
things we
the
respect
Charlo.
about you.
You like
Is
the
it-
Charlie?
I think
I
it's the
like-
best
Oh,
looking
no.
T'Challa I've seen in ages. It's coloured
He did
different.
Love
Spectacular
the
Spider-Man
Charlo.
in like late 90s.
Yeah.
Right?
He's done Spidey a few different times on a
Yeah.
few different books.
I didn't mind that. Like, it had a thicker like outline for most of his art, but he's a bit different.
Because I get a bit sick of him sometimes on certain books because it gets a bit
Messy.
hard. Yeah, it's hard to look at sometimes.
Tommy's a fan.
fan.
Yeah, because like on Doctor Strange, I loved that. It fits
Best.
the book.
I know.
But sometimes, and some of his Spidey issues were great. Like
The winter.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
with
from the Webhead days.
The Webhead days
Yeah,
and the
that winter
that
issue was
lizard.
excellent.
Oh, the lizard stuff was
Um,
excellent.
But you know how he's sometimes all coloured the same?
It does really
But this
matter
is
for him
different
for
colouring.
colouring.
He's got a different guy than he usually uses, so it just looks a bit different.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's also I'm going to steal another title. There's a spectacular variant of that issue as well that has a nice Venom on the front. That's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. But yeah, really, really
Did
cool.
you notice, Dave, when you're looking at it, that all the panels are a bit...
It's like slanted.
Yes.
The whole thing is slant.
Which
No,
by the
not
end of
that.
the book, I felt weird. I'm like, I think I'm holding this wrong.
It's not a white space.
Yeah, it's like every second
Yeah.
page.
I know
every
you saw the
second
action.
spread.
All the action scenes.
Yes, he's trying to make it fast-paced,
Yeah.
cutting type of thing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't mind that kind of thing, but like, he's trying to make it fast paced, but he's got so much writing in it. He's got so
Yes.
much internal monologuing. Well, that does the opposite. That makes
Yes.
it feel slow.
Yes.
Like
Um,
like Berserker,
Yeah,
talking about last week.
100%.
That was fast because you read 2 words per page.
Yep.
And it was bam, 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 fast.
Yeah.
You just got to pretend he's on speed and just speaking really
But
fast.
fast?
Yeah.
There is a lot of
Because,
dialogue boxes.
yeah, I was like, after I read it, I was like, man, we're going to sound like grumpy old men last week. There's too much words in Nocterra.
Where are my pictures?
Yeah, I need my pictures.
I need my pictures of Spider-Man.
Like, I enjoyed the issue, but yeah, I was like, if you're going for the fast pace and the story, he was trying to write it bang, bang, bang.
Yes.
And the art was trying to go bang, 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 but just weighed it down a little with a bit too much.
But
In a
again, you
monologue.
don't want to go through a comic like in 30 seconds and.
No, that is
Yeah.
true.
That's true, but you still sometimes, depending the comic, get a bit out of something like that, and obviously not 30 seconds. And a Spidey book, you do get quite a bit of dialogue normally because there's a lot of inner thought and everything like that comes with your Spideys. But I just finished like Old Man Hawkeye. Now there's not a lot of dialogue in that book, and you flow through that pretty good because also just comes down to how it is written as
Even
well.
Fraction Hawkeye wasn't
So-
that.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't exactly right,
Exactly.
and you still got a lot out of it. So,
But because they're purposely making this part fast paced, it might be.
Yes. Well, I will say, I still think he did a really good job on the writing because it's bang, brand new villain, new supporting cast. Like they introduce stuff pretty fast, and you're like, okay, I'm interested to see what's going on.
good old school villain that pops up.
Yes,
So
that's the best bit of the issue is the
Yeah.
backup.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
we may see in a
But maybe just not mention who it is.
Okay.
we may see in a TV show sometime soon.
Well,
or
maybe.
something.
Maybe.
It doesn't read like him though. So is it a new one?
No, it's still him.
Okay.
I assume.
I did kind of think that.
Yes.
Because his dialogue is all too hip and modern.
Yes. Oh, and because Dylan was talking to me about the
The garb, the
yes,
facial garb.
the
Yeah,
headgear that it doesn't look like his usual.
No.
Modern.
Yes,
Yeah.
it looks more like an older
Yes,
take
Very
on
old. Yeah,
him.
very old school.
Maybe not quite him. But yeah,
Well, it is covered most. Like,
but that was cool. And he's supposedly going to be the big bad for the series. It says in the editor's write-up, which was even written slanted as well. I felt sick by the
Well,
end
you're
of
not gonna stop. You can't leave it to
It's
the last.
non-stop
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Ugh.
I was like, what's going on? I felt seasick.
seasick.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a little bit weird hipness.
No, yeah.
You got to write for the audience.
Yeah,
Not
interesting.
this character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's meant to be
It might
pretty.
need
Different choices were made.
Yes.
It might need a TLDR spin on it, you know, like attention span.
Yeah. I know, because he's not a... we don't want to spoil the book for people, so we won't start getting into it too much. But he's not a Spidey villain, I'll say that. He's a bit... Not your usual...
Left of field.
Yes. But I'm keen now. I was like, oh, well,
It got me interested.
I'll buy the second issue to see where that goes more than the main story, to be honest.
I just think timing's impeccable because,
Yes.
as we spoke about last week, I'm about 2 years behind in my reading. And as I was flicking through a book the other night, I got to the end and I went, oh, it's an advertisement for Non-Stop Spider-Man. I can't wait for that book to come out. And I go into the shop this week.
And it just came out.
And it just came out. So maybe that's why there's a lot of writing in it. It took that long to get the script right. So maybe you need to pick one up and check out how good it is written.
How long has Joe Kelly been writing for Marvel again?
This is sort of the first thing he's been back on regular. I think he's done a few little bits and pieces. But it's been a long while where he's done anything full-time. Maybe since the Spidey run?
Yeah.
He did stuff at DC after that.
Yes.
So I don't know what he did after that.
Yeah. Sitting back counting all his Ben 10 money.
Ben 10. Oh man, that was a good show. Alien Force. I didn't really like the normal Ben 10, the original Ben 10, because as the title implies, he's 10 years old.
Yes.
And in the sequel series, Alien Force, he's like 16 or something.
Oh, yeah?
So he's less annoying.
He's less annoying.
He's less annoying because in the first one, he's 10 years old and he's annoying.
I don't know if 16-year-olds are less annoying than 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's true in real life, but they wrote him more mature.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not,
Like he was-
not as whiny.
Yeah, not as whiny and like he took stuff seriously. Like, okay, cool, there's a character that is likable.
You may have to take this one on your own, Dylan, because I don't know how many of us
Yeah.
actually watched Ben 10.
Never, ever,
There was a
ever.
bit of a... yeah.
Even me growing up, I was like a bit too old for Ben 10.
Part of it looked cool. I could see bits and pieces with like different times it was flicked on television, and the idea of it was cool.
Yes.
But it seems it could have just, I don't know, could have just been that little bit extra, and it could have had a wider span, I suppose. But it had its market, so and it
I
made a
always thought it's probably
stack ton of money.
maybe one of the few cartoons like aimed at kids that I've watched in the last 30 years that I'm like, yeah, I would have watched that as a kid.
Oh, yeah,
Most
as a
of
kid,
them I look at
100%.
and go, and obviously if I was a kid I would eat it up because you told to. But I like to think I wouldn't watch none of that rubbish. But Ben 10, I was like, as a kid, he's going to watch and he turns into different aliens.
And their franchising was sensational.
Yeah, it
They
sounds
were
like
so good.
sounds like 80s cartoons.
Yeah.
And like, also, it was so comic booky. You had all these different factions, these freaking Infinity Knights or something, and they're knights, but they've got technology, so they have like hover horses and laser guns.
Knights,
It's
got me interested.
and then like his cousin Gwen, I think was she also 10?
I don't know.
She's
man.
probably also
Assume
10.
so?
She uses magic and stuff, and she's like a witch. So it's like a comic book universe,
Okay.
like with tech and with magic all at once, and aliens. It was awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Alien Force. I didn't really like the original series. The Alien Force was good. It was more serious overall.
I always like the plumber gimmick. Isn't it like they're plumbers or something?
Yeah. Like,
Is it like a dad or is it a grandpa or
Grandpa.
something? It's a grandpa, yeah.
my grandpa's a plumber, and they don't think he's that cool. But and then it turns out the plumbers are like intergalactic peacekeepers kind of thing. Yeah,
Cool.
Nice.
They're
That's
like
a cool
guardians.
idea. That should get used more often, like plumbers, like maybe in video games or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that could really make
Catch
some money
on.
down the... Yeah, it could catch on.
it really could.
Like a Brothers or whatever. Oh, anyway, I don't want to spitball too many ideas out there.
You guys read anything else this week?
No, that's about it.
Those of you that read still.
Anything? Well, I'm 2 years behind, so it really doesn't help people that are reading stuff at the moment. But Avengers 13, I think Avengers at the moment, that's the Jason Aaron run from, so yeah, I think it was about December 2018-ish.
It's up to 43 now, I
Yes.
believe.
So another 30 issues, I'll give you an update. But this is, like, there's backwards and forward stories in this, Death of the Celestial and all this other stuff going on. But they're talking about the original Avengers back in the day, and one of them is this female Iron Fist. And they've brought the story up where you've had no real, not a lot of reference of these characters, but then there's been some single issues where it's been a full backstory. This is her backstory. If you are an Iron Fist fan and like those style of books, it is really, really cool. Really nice art, and yeah, really cool kung fu Iron Fist story. Highly recommend.
Is this the first of these Spotlight one-shot issues?
I wanna say
Did you read
yes.
the Ghost Rider one yet, or is the Ghost Rider one after?
I think it might
the
be
Mammoth
after.
Ghost Rider? Yeah, that might be
I
after.
think it's
actually.
after.
That's such a crazy idea.
The whole Avengers BC thing, at first I'm like, eh. But these one-shots were good. This was good.
Yeah.
The Ghost Rider one was cool.
But what I have liked about it is the fact that he's using Odin as their kind of like
Yes,
go-to
yes.
now, and I want to hope Odin's doing it for good and stuff, but I'm having maybe a small feeling Odin could be screwing him a little bit
Sure,
or
sure.
whatever's going on. But I like that part of it because it's bringing it back to what was happening and the old stories and stuff. It was really cool.
It's good timing because this is the arc that's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
It's all this stuff. It's finally coming to a head, so you got to catch up.
Yeah, no,
I
that'll
was
be.
just going to ask, have they done any more stuff with the Avengers BC stuff?
Yeah. There's been some stuff. Well, the current arc's all the Phoenix stuff because it's all because she's one of
She's
the
awesome,
the ones. Because she had the first issue of this current arc was like her origin sort of thing, and that was pretty. Ooh, that was good.
Is it,
But the Phoenix arc, it's a bit. I'm not sure. There's some stuff they've done. Jason Aaron. I'm like, Jason Aaron. Of all people that wrote this, I don't know. I'm surprised. But these one shots were good.
yeah, really enjoyed it. It was like $9 back issue in the bin. Go and grab it. Really cool. Iron Fist. Buy more Iron Fist. Immortal Iron Fist. I'll just keep talking about Iron Fist. It's sensational.
That stuff was good.
Immortal Iron Fist is very good.
It is very good.
I don't know if I ever finished that. I think I got
What?
halfway through the volume 1.
What did we talk to you?
Because there was something else I was reading the other day, and Fat Cobra just rocked up, and I'm like, sensational.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh, it's so
perfect characters to use in other books because it's just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was one of the books that I read recently that was really good.
What about you, Nitin?
I just finished the second trade of the Alias collection.
Oh, yes.
It was very good. Now I can watch Jessica Jones.
You haven't watched the show?
Oh,
What?
That's why I borrowed it
you
off you so I could read it. So then I can watch the show when it comes out. And I just never did either.
Well,
I'm glad. So don't watch last week's podcast that you're in,
Yes.
because there were some spoilers about what happens.
last week I'm like, Nitin, what are you doing? Oh, you reading Alias? Whose is that? And he's like, it's mine. I forgot I gave it to him. I don't know that's how long it's been. But it's a great book.
It is excellent. It was very good. Talking about Bendis and his wordiness, he likes to write.
Yeah.
And a little bit. But, it was so good.
Oh, you got to watch Jessica Jones then.
Yeah,
No, now I
that was
can.
it.
I actually just season 1. Season 2 was pretty terrible. I didn't watch season 3 because season 2 was so terrible. But season 1. Oh, Purple Man.
Or in that's the Purple Man arc in there.
Yes.
And he goes to flashbacks where she's no, she wasn't an Avenger, was she?
No, but she
No,
was
but
the
yeah,
superhero
but with
jewel.
Bagley as
Yes,
doing
yes.
the art. Bagley is such a great
It was
artist.
amazing.
Yeah.
But it was all so good, and Purple Man is just a perfect Max villain.
Yes.
Yes, that's a really good way of putting it.
Yes.
Because he's so...
So you got to do Pulse for sure next then, because Bagley does Pulse. Sure as Bagley and art for Pulse.
And if you like reading, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it
Bagley's
was very good.
So
Dave
I,
read nothing.
Yeah.
hang on, I
Hate
need to
menus.
know the second trade. Was that also your trade?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
both of
Yeah,
us.
that's good.
It's over there.
Yeah. Well, these aren't even the trades that are in print anymore. These are, instead of 2 big fat ones, these days they come in 4 volumes.
Right.
So that's how long you've had it.
Yeah, I was cleaning
Out
the
of
other
print,
day.
man.
Cleaning the other day, and I found them. I'm like, these aren't mine.
Great book. If you hadn't ever checked it out, Alias by Bendis. Marvel Max, Marvel more mature. Whew.
Lots of swearing.
Yep.
Lots of
Yes.
problematic
stuff.
words.
Adult content.
Yes.
Much like Punisher Max.
Well, didn't it sort of cost him a publisher or something? Anyway, we'll go into that different time.
I read
Yeah.
Remember that?
I
There
did
was a
remember that.
bit
That
of
was
controversy.
there's a lot of controversy in
Those
some
early
pages of that
issues?
if you're looking behind the scenes of
Yeah.
things.
Oh,
Alias or
Yeah.
the whole-
Alias.
In Alias.
That was the first Max book.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the first
In
issue,
the
her
first
and
issue?
Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Hookup?
Yes, have a
Hookup.
yes.
They have a hookup.
And-
Intimate hookup.
The publisher was not impressed.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, they were hooking up in the back of a Volkswagen. It
That's
just
a
was not his
It's
style.
going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, Dave, no books?
Nah, just pizza menus.
Pizza menus.
What's the
food
best pizza
menus.
going around?
Yeah, what did you have good pizza in?
Pound for
Tassie?
pound.
Decent.
Johnny.
Anything good?
What says that?
Yeah, a place in Hobart called, what is it? Lords of Pizza and Cafe. That was good.
It's a big
I'm
boast.
just giving plugs everywhere.
He
Wow,
is a
man.
big boast, man.
I don't know.
Big time.
No,
Who
it's
gave
no
you a
pizza.
title of Lord of Pizza?
Yeah, I think I went to the
think-
wrong places for food in Tasmania, but I just ate everything anyway.
What made you go to a place? Had you heard good things? Did you do your
Well,
research?
I went
Or
to
did
a
you just
nice
like rock
one.
up? Oh,
It was a
pizza.
nice oyster place.
Ugh.
Yeah. You'll never eat
Oysters,
oysters.
man. Never in my life would I put that in my mouth.
But you gotta have
It looks like it comes out of your mouth, not going in.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That is a good point.
It's disgusting.
I don't think I've ever eaten one.
Oysters are great.
Oh, I'm gonna bring a plate.
Oh, no, actually, no, I think I have.
Nah.
Vietnamese parents freaking
Yeah,
make you
I just-
eat everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I have.
Oh, nah.
I have to disagree with the old oysters. Like Kilpatrick and stuff, or just suck them down.
Oh, they had different flavors.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude, because that's more for you.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You read anything else this week?
Yeah, I read a couple of things.
What'd you read?
I read the new Crime Syndicate issue 1.
Oh, yeah, what was it like?
Yeah. It was interesting. I was a massive fan of the characters.
Yep.
Because they're just alternate Earth evil Justice League.
Yep.
And when Jeff Johns did them for Forever Evil and that kind of stuff, he just went over the top,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ridiculously. Like when Jor-El are trying to get Kal-El off Krypton, freaking Kryptonians are shooting each other with laser guns, trying to get to the escape pods and being like, "Only the strong survive," and it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right? And that was amazing. And then I read this, and it wasn't as pedal to the metal.
Sure.
Like it was still alright, but just I loved how just insane
They went
everyone
last time.
was in Jeff Johns' version. It was still cool. Like Ultraman, like someone. This isn't really a spoiler, I suppose. Ultraman does like the Action Comics
Yep.
1 thing with
car?
with a car, and there's like a guy still in the car. He just throws it into a building. so it's cool seeing Superman do terrible things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And I think there was a backup. The backup was kind of like origin of Ultraman, and Brian Hitch was
Yes,
drawing
yes,
it.
Oh,
yes.
Hitch,
Yeah.
nice.
And look good. I think
It
it looked
did.
better than most Hitch stuff.
miss
I had a
Hitch.
flick, but I haven't had a read yet.
Usually not the biggest fan of him,
Back
but
in the day, he was.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed his stuff.
did he do Ultimates?
Yeah.
The first
Yeah,
year
First
Ultimate.
Ultimates.
I started
His
reading some of
authority
it.
in Ultimates, like that era, he just peaked. And I think since then he's been a bit samey and a bit sloppier.
Yes, 100%.
Those omnis.
Big
These
Grant,
look great.
Big
those
Greg
omnis that
Landy.
got the
Yes.
fold-out pages for that spread was just ridiculous in Ultimates.
The last thing I saw him do was Hawkman,
Yep.
and at times it was good,
Yeah.
but it got a bit messy sometimes.
Because that was, and even though some of the messiness I think worked on the Hawkman because it was a bit, sort of, you
Yeah.
know, blood and gutsy type of thing. So a little rough on Hawkman works a bit better. But yeah, this looked clean.
Yes, it was much cleaner.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, that was alright. Also, US Agent, which is amazing.
Yeah. Christopher Priest, man, he
Yeah.
doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah.
He should be writing ongoings at Marvel.
Yes. But granted, Chris Priest is one of those writers where you might need to read a couple panels over
Yes.
and over again, like a couple times.
Yes.
Like I'd read it, go to the next page and be like, wait,
what?
hold on,
Yeah.
where am I now?
Yeah.
Because he jumps a lot.
Yes.
It's not bad.
It's been a good
Yeah.
series, US Agent.
It's
like
great.
I haven't read this week. I haven't read issue
Mephisto,
3.
man.
That's issue 3, right?
Snake.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
one
man.
behind. I've read 1 and 2. And like the first issue, I was like, oh, I don't know if I buy it. And I flipped through it, and he's kidnapping Pizza Man.
Yes,
Yes.
it's
And
so
I'm like,
good.
sold. I'm buying this.
And then-
like the
Middle-aged Asian pizza man comes in
Yeah.
and then like kicks his butt and throws him down the stairs. You're like, what's going on? This is amazing.
yes, yeah. No, it's been a good book so far.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. So I was like, Priest. I always liked US Agent. Get some Walker in before the show starts
Yes.
next week.
What a shock.
Yeah, it's a good plan in Marvel. But yeah, it's been a fun book.
Yes, very.
The first one was just so ridiculous, and the second issue gave you a bit more backstory and stuff.
So what's this issue 3 or 4?
3.
3 up to now, yeah.
He like rocks up at this like this town.
Mm.
Is it like Southern town? Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
And they all just think he's Captain America.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm not Captain America. And they're like, Captain America!
I think that we may see a bit of that in an upcoming.
Yes.
Not my captain.
From a still I saw the other day.
I'll be
of a
disappointed if I don't get that
sticker.
one.
Yes.
Because someone was back
He's got the shield. It's gotta be him.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, you need to read that book.
No.
It's really good.
And that's about everything I read, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Nothing new. Nothing new. Been slow.
You guys did see that new Lego Carnage head set, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For a while, Lego's been doing like the Star Wars helmets and
Yep.
stuff, and they've been alright. I think the strongest one they put out was the TIE Pilot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
The Stormtrooper one still looked a bit weird, but
Stormtrooper is such a unique design and shape
it's curvy
that
and
I think
It's
it would be
hard
hard
to
to
do.
do.
at
Very
that
much
scale,
so.
like it's pretty small scale.
so curvy.
Yeah, did the Carnage, and then like a Venom as well, right?
Yeah.
That Fomi has
So
to buy.
do you have any of those Star Wars ones? Like,
No,
so do you know how much? Because I think I saw the price and they were like
I think 89.
Yeah, 89. I think that's American though.
I had to look on. It was an Australian site
Okay.
when I looked it up, and it said 90.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I think that's pricey, but anything when you put the Lego
Yes.
name on it is
Man.
you add.
They've gone through the
140
roof.
to
So
280%.
expensive.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's cool. You can't. It's
Oh, they've identified that there's a big
market,
adult market
and-
for
yeah,
them.
they've got new packaging with if you see packaging with black background,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
their adult
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
line.
How big are these things though?
I think it's
I
probably
s-
around about 20 centimeters high-ish. I'd probably say.
I
Is that the
said
size of a mic, maybe?
Yeah, I'd probably say where the mic starts around this side here. So yeah,
Sure.
yeah, maybe not even that high. But yeah, probably where the dial starts. So about 20. But again, it's hard
Yeah.
to know from the
Picture.
detail of the picture.
I did send a picture to you guys, like with a guy
Yeah.
in the shot, and he's
Yes.
like building it. That
Go yeah.
Yeah.
It gave a bit of
Yeah,
context,
Yes.
but yeah, still, I just want to. And look, you sent the Carnage one.
Yes.
And I think the picture you sent was the guy building it of the Star Wars one.
yes, of the Star Wars one. Yes,
So, but then again, a couple of days later, I saw the picture of the Venom one. It did a lot. Look, and I'm not saying this because I am a Venom fan. It did look a lot better than the Carnage one.
It did.
Oh no, for sure.
No.
I thought Carnage looked cool, but the blackness is just. But when you showed us the Venom
Yeah.
just before we started rolling,
Which we'll put up a
man,
picture of.
the whiteness of the teeth and the
Yeah.
Just yeah,
more
Contrast
contrast.
was perfect.
Yes, because with Carnage, if you were a bit far away, you couldn't make out the teeth.
Yes.
because the inside of his mouth is black as
Yes.
well, and his teeth are
yeah,
black.
it didn't quite look like a mouth as much.
And obviously it's a problem you can't really get around with Lego, but just color fading and that kind of stuff. Like on his forehead would either be stickers or printed kind of details on the red,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't look as good as just a flat black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree.
Yeah.
Venom looked heaps good.
This is
But
really
yes,
cool.
yes, as you said, I kind of tried to ignore another thing that Jason will be purchasing
Yes.
on sale.
Do you have like every Lego Venom set so far?
I think there might have been one that first came out. I think it was like there was like a Shield hovercar one that I didn't get, and then it went up to like 140
Oh, wow.
American, and I just went, no, that's just crazy.
Yes.
So, I've got all the others.
Dave's
like
probably
the
got it stored away somewhere.
Venomsaurus Rex.
What one?
How cool
all
is that?
That is really cool. But it's hard because I like sometimes getting stuff out of the packets and sometimes not, just depending what they are
Yes.
and what I can do with it.
And the packaging as well.
displaying it and the
Yes.
packaging as well. And it's hard with these Lego sets because some of them are really cool, but because they're not an actual set like the Simpsons house or the Quickie Mart that I've got, and I got Dana the Friends set, like an actual set.
Yes.
Where it sits there and you can put it on
Takes
a shelf
its
and
own
stuff.
space.
Like
Where-
a diorama kind of
Yeah,
thing,
where
right?
like the other ones where it's like a little car or a little hover bike or something like that, it just sits real vacant. I guess when I get my setup with the shelving done for my statues and other stuff, I might build the Venomsaurus Rex, so you can put that next to the other things.
Yes.
But I really just want that Venomsaurus Rex statue that I see every now and again. I think it's been out now since Old Man Logan first
Yeah.
got
Oh, yeah.
printed. And
I don't know if I've seen
I think
it.
there's only like 700 of them
Yeah.
in the world. and
Oh, wow.
They're really, really expensive, but it's one of the best statues. Yeah, it is sensational. It's one of the best Venom statues I've ever seen. It's not even really Venom because it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's just got the symbiote.
That
on
just
it.
makes everything cooler.
But like
It
even the
does.
base, like the base has got like Venom garb coming out
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
with it's
Oh,
just
good.
the detail's amazing. Yeah, if you really like your Venom stuff.
Oh, speaking of Venom, did you see our my Marvel Crisis Protocol Venom?
Oh yes.
Oh wow,
Marvel Crisis Protocol miniature
Damn,
game.
That is really.
Me and Dylan have started getting into that. Full
Nice.
disclosure, I did not paint that. Deep from the Warhammer shop downstairs, he
Yes.
painted that up.
Did a great job on that.
Now, if you'd said that you'd purchased that and I'd got that for $20 off eBay. I would have been very happy with that. So sensational paint job.
It's a very nice
Have a
paint
look
job.
at that, guys. That is
Especially
awesome.
with the green on the tongue.
Yes,
and it's like the translucent green, so it's you
Yeah.
can see the different contrast of it compared to the tongue, and also the. I will pay you for one of those if you want to make another one of those, Shevian. That is awesome.
They're hard to get.
Oh,
It's
shit.
a hard model to get.
Oh, okay.
That's why he sold it to me.
Okay.
And it was a little bit more than
Make
$20.
A little bit more.
Oh, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean, though.
Yes,
like when
yes.
Ooh,
No,
sorry.
I don't. Naughty boys.
But yeah,
because that was his third Venom. He had two for himself.
yeah.
That he.
He doesn't need two.
No, because he wanted.
doesn't need
Originally, he painted them up
two.
differently.
Yeah, of course.
He wanted one to be like a
Wow.
black Venom, and one more like a blue Venom. But I think he may have changed his mind on
And
that.
one of them he reposed a bit.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But he's got the perfect mix here because there's the age-old, is he black, is he purple, is he
Yeah.
dark blue, is he whatever, and this is the
Killed it,
perfect
eh?
shadowing mix. Killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Yeah, it's so good.
So I'm like, me and Dylan talking.
Show
I'm
it to
like,
the camera.
how does he?
If you ever want to see
How does
Venom
he get
on the
the
film with the
can?
spider, with the the proper spider and
You
everything.
get that on the
Can
camera?
I see
I don't
that?
know.
I'll take a picture later, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, take
There's
it.
like a little.
That's what they do on the internet.
No,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to use the back of your hand so they can't like use your fingerprints.
Here's a backing board.
Oh yeah.
I'll just take a picture later.
Okay.
No, but do it anyway.
Problems.
Do it anyway.
No,
Look at that
do it
skill.
so we can edit over it. And then-
Yeah, but you probably need to zoom into it because it's a tiny can.
yeah, but then you'll know if
I
you
know,
see
I can't
all
see
white.
it. I can barely see it. I'll tell you that.
So
There's
at that point, you edit over.
there's a little crushed like soda can on the base,
Yes.
and it is tiny, but it's painted to perfection.
But what brand is it though?
Wow.
I don't know. It's red and nondescript.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Me and Jace
Yeah.
had a couple games.
This podcast has ruined our Sunday gaming sessions.
Yes, this is when we usually play Crisis Protocol.
So we've got to make a new plan when we're going to play
I'll
this.
just do it next week. Teach us how to play.
Well, we thought we might do that one day.
Yeah.
We need to get better.
That's really
And it might
cool.
take more than 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Because we're
That's
slow
fine.
and not good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, once
We'll
we've
do
maybe
that.
learnt it a bit, we can
Yes,
talk
yes,
about
yes,
it on here and.
I won both times.
Yes. Dylan's just
Loads.
more strategic than me, I think. But just better. And better.
Well, it's not that different from playing like turn-based strategy that I play a lot.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it is kind of an unfair advantage.
Yes. And I'm just not good. So, there's that.
What's hard, like a lot of the games that you purchase stay
Wrapped
either
up?
wrapped up, or they don't enter consoles,
Yes.
or cards never get shuffled, or
Yes. Oh.
dice never get thrown.
They're
And,
getting started on the board games.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
man. Well, this one, I was like, cool. Well, the problem why we have to play here is it's a big board.
Yeah.
It's like, was it 3 foot by 3 foot or something?
Oh,
4
wow.
foot by
Yeah,
4 foot?
yeah, you need that much room.
Neither of us had a table at home big enough. At first, I thought maybe the kitchen
bench.
island, but even that wasn't big enough.
Wow.
Like, it's just big, so we play on the back issue bins.
I've got two.
Something
I
like
went to
the
Bunnings.
Skin showing? That's sick.
I went to Bunnings. Got 2 boards. Was it 3? 3.
Three boards.
3 boards, and we just set them on top of the back issue bin, and that's where we play.
Yes. We haven't
No
started painting
room
yet.
downstairs
Hey?
in his shop to play?
Oh, well.
Or he doesn't want to play in there?
Well, you can't. They're
After
business.
hours?
You can't
Yeah.
play after
Yeah.
hours. It's a bit different. It's not their product.
Open
either.
your door. Let's
Maybe it was their product, maybe, but
Oh, so how do I come about one of these besides having to pay exorbitant prices on eBay?
I'll send you some links.
Sounds good to me.
I'm not sure if he's available anymore.
Of course not. Thanks for the heads up. Appreciate it, because it's not like you knew that was something that I.
No, because I didn't buy. I wasn't.
Excuses,
They were already sold out
excuses.
before I started buying stuff.
Okay.
Dick's been scamming us into buying it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hurt feelings.
Yeah.
You gonna buy that Lego Sesame Street from Maya?
No, I want to.
You guys see
Oh,
that?
Excellent.
No.
It pops up every time I open stupid social
What?
media.
You haven't seen this?
No.
Oh man, it is.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Let
think
me do a bit
we'll
of
keep
a Google.
talking.
Where is
about
it?
Yes, yeah.
Big Bird's Place, Oxcrouch.
So it's essentially
The street.
the street,
The whole thing?
yeah, the whole,
Man.
yeah,
The shops
brick.
on the side.
Oh.
Well, again, we'll put this up.
Is that Monkey Magic? Or is this
There
like
we
a
go.
kid's version of Monkey Magic? Or
It's
Yeah.
it's Monkey Magic.
Monkey Kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monkey Kid?
It's a new
Yeah.
IP.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's nostalgia like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I can pass.
Yeah, I show if
It's
I had
great though.
a little tyke running around that would be great to have up on the shelf for them.
Will
that-
admit, if they
'cause I
did a Muppet Show theatre, I'm not sure if I could say no to that.
Oh, I'll buy a
Because
Muppet
that
Show.
was my first thought. I was like, oh no!
Next.
Yes.
I would buy a Muppet Show.
Yeah.
I believe this was a Lego Ideas set, which people submit their designs to Lego.
I think it's
Get
like
support.
60 of them now.
Oh, there's some great ideas.
60
Yeah.
ideas, yeah.
And that's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah,
Ah,
drain me of
A
a
lot
lot.
So is this
of
an
money. 'Cause go.
idea they send in, or is it like a Kickstarter thing that Hasbro do?
Oh,
No.
No, it's
idea
submitted.
is like, a fan submit, this is my
Okay.
design.
And then it needs to
Like, gets
receive
enough votes.
votes, and after that it gets reviewed by Lego. And after it gets reviewed by Lego, it could either be, rejected or
Just because it gets
approved.
votes doesn't mean you get a green
Right.
light.
Yes.
But it's not just an
They gotta
idea.
cost
They
it.
have to actually make it and take photos of it
Yes.
to show
Yeah.
that it can be done.
You
Yeah.
gotta have
Yeah, so
Like
I've
you-
seen tool ones where they've most made the stage and like little Maynard and little Denny Carey and up on the drum kit and
Yeah.
everything like that, and like
Yeah.
come and vote for this because we want to get this
Yeah.
tool one made and stuff like that.
Come on, there's like a WWF one, like old school,
Yeah.
like Hogan, Macho,
Ah,
you're a
yeah.
WWF
Oh, no,
one.
we can't.
And I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Get out of there. I don't want to know
Basically-
nothing more.
Because $450
Yeah.
bucks later, I was like,
Oh yeah,
this is
no,
a
I won't
ring
pay that
and-
much for it.
Backstage.
Oh, who knows? But yeah,
Yeah. Like, essentially you have a custom model, and then you submit that to become a
Right.
set.
Oh, that's a
Um,
pretty good idea.
It's a great idea, and it's been going for ages. They did a Tron one, and I bought that straight away because there is not enough Tron Legacy
Stuff.
merchandise. That was cool. The Lego Voltron, I think, was ideas.
Yes, it
Yes.
was. That was
That was
sensational.
so cool. Like, I ended up getting that, and
What was that? It was like $300, wasn't it? Just under.
yeah, something
About
like that.
300, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so cool. It took me a couple days to build, but it combines.
Well, you wanted to.
It combines, and it turns into lines and everything. It's nuts,
Wow, that's nice.
and it's sturdy.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that it can stand up.
The idea that I wished they got the green light was the Doctor Strange Sanctum.
Sanctum, yeah.
Like they did like a few years later, they eventually did the MCU sort of Sanctum,
Yes.
but like the Ideas one was just
right. I
classic
never saw
Marvel
this.
style, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't. People obviously were making X-Men ones and the Mansion, but that's just too big. I'm like, that's never gonna
Yes.
be a reality.
Because
but
you
I
look
thought
at that-
Sanctum's possible,
You look at that stuff. It's just
but
like,
not dollar-wise.
yeah, you guys like. Sometimes people are just, oh yeah, I'll make a big castle.
Yeah.
Like, man, if you make that a set, it'll be like
$1,000,
$2,000.
yeah.
Well, that's it. I remember
Yeah.
going to OzCon a few years ago, and they had in a full glass big set, and it was the Wayne Manor, and then
Yes.
it finished like here, and then below for 4
cave.
foot
The
was
cave.
the full cave, and it was mental. And it was obviously a big display. You'd
Yes.
never purchase it, but like people would want to try and get a smaller scale or something like that, and you just couldn't afford it.
No.
Like,
Like, yeah, just some things aren't realistic.
especially if it had Lego on it. If it was
Yes.
had a different
Yeah, yeah,
knockoff,
yeah, yeah.
perhaps. But even that stuff's expensive.
Lots of projects achieve support,
Yeah.
but obviously it's just too big or something. And all the licensing was too complicated.
Yes, yeah, or
so,
not available.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Whatever.
like, everything Nintendo about, 5 years ago even had to, get
Ah,
rejected. But these days, who knows?
yes. Well, I was gonna ask Dave, did you got the Nintendo? Did you make that? But that's a silly
No,
question.
the offer's still there for Dylan to build it.
But I'm going to have to pay you to build it. Is
Yes.
that the agreement?
Yes.
You should be paying me to build
How do
it.
you
Why?
mean? Why would you be paying him?
Because I
Because then he
like
gets the
building it.
enjoyment of it, and Dave gets a free build. Win-win.
Okay, but why?
You don't have to keep it built for me. You could tear it down again when you're done.
Leave a comment below. How outrageous is that?
That's weird. But
Not
why
outrageous.
is he paying?
You get pleasure, but you're paying me for it.
I'm paying you for pledges.
Yes.
Oh!
It's a
There's a
conversation
word
for a
for
different-
that.
Yes, it is.
Dave, you're weird, man.
Yes, it is.
I like the scam, Dave. It's good.
Very strange.
And they were expensive sets.
Yeah, I got 2 anyway.
It is
You can
so
get 'em cheaper
cool
now.
though.
You can get 'em mad cheap.
Yeah, I saw something I purchased that ended up getting a lot cheaper right now,
Yeah.
and I went, "Wow!" Yeah,
Because
Like
I think
half?
they retailed for like
like
$350,
half. Yeah,
and you can probably get it for
Yeah.
like
that
$270
friend's one,
now.
like half now.
Ooh.
So someone either bought up a lot of them, or there was a lot in stock that they thought would sell, and
Yeah.
people.
I could see it not being the greatest seller than they thought, though.
Yes.
Because the market's not.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
call
wide.
friends markets. Yeah.
Yes. They're not the kind of people that buy toys.
Yeah.
it is pretty cool though.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it did. It
It
did
is.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, for as cool as it could be, essentially.
Did I maybe just see it on the Ideas website, but like a Seinfeld or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I think
would
those
sell
are the
better.
ideas.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the better show.
Yeah.
But that didn't get
No, I can
made,
see it.
right?
Nah.
No.
I don't think so. Probably because Friends maybe didn't do so well.
Get a Married with Children one.
No, the Friends one's
Roseanne
more
one.
interesting.
Yeah.
Seinfeld is just Jerry's apartment. When you got a couch and a kitchen.
Big Bang
You
Theory.
could make that already. Well, not me.
I don't know why they just haven't continued with Simpsons. Obviously, there's a market there for it.
Yeah, I know.
It caters to both adult
Yeah.
people that purchase and kids wanting them as well these days. Because Simpsons on Disney Plus, I got Dave's nephew watching it these days, and that's 8-year-olds, and I'm like, man, I am so glad you're getting into this cartoon.
Yes.
Because I even said it to him when we went on holidays. I'm like, you are enjoying this at a certain level right now. But in 10 years' time, you're going to watch this episode again, and you're going to enjoy it for another complete level. That's
Yes.
how good these early Simpsons are. And it's excellent. So I thought by now we would have at least got the school or a...
There's so many great things.
Or Moe's.
Moe's, I think, would
It's
have been
perfect
awesome,
size.
but I can understand why not.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the school. And then if you don't want to do the school, even like a Krusty Burger, then you can have other people
Yeah.
hanging out the front.
Yeah.
Krusty
Nuclear
Burger
power
or
plant.
the studios, Krusty Lou Studios.
Yes, yeah.
Like, you know,
Power
a
plant.
power plant.
Or the banner plan to be perfect.
Oh.
And the Homer Simpson version with the fins.
The one I
Well,
always
yeah, you get the
thought...
stickers if you want to put that stuff on, for sure.
I always thought comic shop.
Wow.
That
Like,
would be the
that'd be a
best.
smaller set.
Yeah.
But one of
But
those
who's not going
ideas-
to buy that?
Hey. Yeah.
Instantly would have bought
Yeah,
that.
And then have the collector there
Yes.
as well. It's like,
You'd have so many good vehicles to do too.
Yes.
I'm a sucker for Lego vehicles.
Yeah, well, I've got the house and the Quickie Mart, and you get obviously the Simpsons pink car.
Yes.
But then with the Quickie Mart, you get the Wiggum blue and the cop car. And yeah, and then you get the dumpsters and everything down the side. It's excellent.
Yeah, I think they could have made more.
Yeah.
might be hard to make the spruce moose though. It's just a really small, like one tile. thing.
cheap
Oh,
one.
the
at least.
Homer, but give me a Homer.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, is that
that's-
the car with the,
Yeah,
the
the
dome?
domes.
Yeah.
and I think that could be an untapped market where like everyone loves model cars. Not Simpson, but Lego model cars.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They haven't.
Have
They
they
haven't.
got?
They're starting
but-
to do some.
Yeah.
But like, it's not sci-fi, but like,
Proper?
all the-
Actual cars, yeah.
Yeah, they got everything. Like,
no, not actual cars, but like
Yeah, because
like,
they did the Ghostbusters and stuff
Yeah.
a few years ago.
they
and
have done Ghostbusters, haven't
And
they?
the Back to
Yeah.
the Future DeLorean.
There's two versions
No, but they're
of
big.
Ghostbusters,
They're
though.
big. Like,
No,
I mean,
one's
like-
a smaller one.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
you do
a
small
big
ones
one,
too.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
Because
there's
they've
Back
got,
to the
But
Future.
like Knight Rider and stuff like that.
There's Back to the Future.
they've got minifig scale Ecto,
Right.
and they've
that's the
also
big one.
got an upscale one that's
Yeah.
like pretty big
Wow.
and more detailed, obviously.
It's almost like there's heaps of people in Lego marketing thinking of these things.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Real. It's unreal.
Remember how great of a little mini set you can make for Itchy and Scratchy? Like, you could do heaps of cool stuff.
Especially with what you saw,
Treehouse.
what they did with the Mario, where it's in a TV
Yes.
and it scrolls
That
and
is the
They can do
coolest
anything.
thing.
like the
Yeah.
level. I'm like, that is mental.
They can do anything.
Yeah. So really cool stuff.
But I
Yeah,
want
they
my
have
comic
Back
shop.
to the Future. I got the Toy Story one. I think they're all in like some sort of toy car.
Wow.
There's,
Okay.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
there's heaps more I have to get though.
Okay.
It's too much.
Oh, and I think there's a couple Batmobiles they've done, like real big. I think they've done like a Keaton
Yeah,
one
yeah.
and a Bale, Bat Tank.
That's a cool
I
thing.
think they
And
did
then-
the 66 one as well.
They did the animated series.
Oh,
Art Deco.
I don't.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so. So long.
I'd buy that one.
Submit your ID.
Get building in.
Yeah, design it.
No, I think it was a.
There you go, Bill.
That'd be a hard
Oh,
build.
no,
It's
you
so
gotta build it,
curvy.
I've got no Legos to build it with.
So curvy. That'd be hard. I'd like a 66 though.
I think they did it at the Lego convent, like at the Powerhouse. They
Yep.
did the Lego
Yes, they
DC
did.
thing.
I went to
got
see
photos
that.
of
Yeah,
it. We went to see that. Yeah, that was good.
that was really cool. I did see
They made
that.
a full size Batmobile.
Mm.
He did. It was one dude.
The mosaics of all the covers, man, that was awesome.
Very cool.
And there was like a Justice League there, just sitting there. I was more just looking at the actual comic book.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's like Justice League.
Like, how thick is this glass?
Yes.
How fast can I get out of here?
This is the second time I've seen it like that. When I went to the Warner Brothers lot tour in LA, because they had the hall and they had all the costumes and everything.
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
Justice League and everything. They had all the number ones. I'm like, everyone's all looking at these costumes. I'm like, no one watching? Or like, yeah, I'm gonna catch a lift back with these guys. I probably can't. Yeah.
Would have been worth it.
Very cool.
you guys will have seen, because Fommy sent it to the group, a little hiccup with the Snyder Cut release on HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
I have a picture of the article here. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, yes. HBO Max accidentally showed the long-awaited Snyder Cut of Justice League when people clicked on Tom and Jerry.
How does that even happen?
It's just...
And there was only a few minutes of it.
Well, that's
though.
the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't the whole thing.
Fixed in seconds. It's like, well, hang
Yeah.
on, seconds?
Yeah,
It's like they
it's-
had to find out about it. So someone probably at least saw 3 or 4 minutes of this
Yeah,
shit.
it was like it was.
But-
It was
Ploy.
They ain't going to give you much of 4 hours.
mm.
So, yeah, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, like-
or was it really even a mistake? And let's get people talking about this thing a week before
I think
this
it's a
comes
hype.
out. Because we've got no other way
Because
to...
it's free hype. It's free
Well,
advertising.
that's it, yeah. We have no other way to really push this at the moment because of other pandemics and stuff. So let's pump it as hard as we can.
We were going to check it out, though, Snyder Cut. You going to check it out? It's next
Yeah.
week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This week, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Haven't
Might
watched
take
a
you
lot.
2 days to
A
watch.
day before Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Is
fit
it-
all that in.
And it's all 4 hours in the one hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be doing that on
Yeah.
Thursday, to
Man.
be honest.
My brain was on fire the other week because I'm like, oh my god, is Invincible the same week? I'm gonna combust.
Is it?
No, it's the week after,
Yeah,
so thank
thankfully.
goodness, yes.
Alright.
And is that on Amazon? Or?
Amazon.
Yeah, okay,
Amazon.
cool.
Wait, what's Snyder Cut on then?
Binge,
Binge.
Foxtel.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Foxtel doing like a pop-up DC movie channel from the day.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you need what for Foxtel Go? Do you need
No, you'll have it on Foxtel Go.
Yeah, but you need a proper account,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
satellite.
We'll
or
talk after the
cable?
pod, Dave. We'll be right,
Okay.
brother.
No, I need to sort it now.
Yeah. No, we'll sort it. Don't worry. Yeah, it looks good. I don't. Yes, it's the Snyder Cut, but it seems like it's the new Snyder edition,
Yes.
essentially, because I don't think. Yes, it.
Just
Okay.
League 1.5.
Well, yeah, like the X-Men.
Yes.
I used to have that on video.
Yes,
and it was
yes,
like
yes,
a red
yes.
cover. Yeah,
Yes.
X-Men 1.5.
Yes.
But yeah, he got money to reshoot, and he could finish it the way he did. But it also seems like there's a lot more that's been
Added?
added than what would have been there if it was the original Snyder Cut from back. What,
It's a
4?
Lucas remaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What confuses me is, yeah, they're doing reshoots. Most of the reshoots are extending that nightmare sequence.
Yep.
So it ultimately doesn't really matter
Yeah, well,
anyway.
that's not the part I would have thought you
Yeah.
needed more of the bit that don't matter.
Which
Yeah.
nightmare?
It's when Batman
Yellowy
The
stuff.
sand when he's in the sand with
And he's
the
got the
goggles
costumes,
and
yeah.
the
post-apocalyptic, Darkseid's taken
Sees
over.
the parademon.
Yeah, with Superman's
yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
whole bit that Kevin Smith nerded out at
Yeah.
when he saw Parademons for the first time in the trailer.
What does he know out at?
Yeah, the Surges.
Yes.
Oh,
So
sorry.
being 4 hours long, does it combine the two?
No, it's just it's cut as one 4-hour movie.
It's now one 4-hour movie.
Yes.
That's it.
So Justice League got extended essentially.
Yes.
XXL.
Okay. Alright.
Justice League XXL.
Yes.
Alright.
And no weird CG face Henry Cavill,
Yes.
which will be good.
And and look, from what I've seen, villains look a lot better.
Yes.
He's had the time and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We'll go in blank slate and see how we go.
Yeah.
And that's
The whole thing's just so interesting.
yeah. I
That,
don't
like,
judge it beforehand because I like everything else Zack Snyder does.
Yeah.
Well, almost everything else Zack Snyder does. Got a great surprise the other day when we got a new zombie Zack Snyder movie coming. With,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So we'll talk about that to
Yeah.
another time. But
Sequel to the Day of the Dead
yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which
that he made.
He did
remade.
good on that.
such a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
No, he did pretty good.
So yeah, I'm quite excited, but I'll honestly say Falcon and Winter Soldier will get watched before it.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, before Falcon and Winter Soldier get watched before I finish it.
Yes. I
don't even
Yeah, Just League might be a couple
Because
of
I really
parts.
feel like I want to go into it and watch it in one hit, but I just don't know if
4 hours.
that's a lot of time
It
in
is.
one hit to spare. That I don't know if I really have for Justice League. I've done that for
Yeah.
other things, but not for necessarily Justice League.
I agree.
But yeah, I'll definitely watch it so we can have a chat about it and so forth.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
What about Tom and Jerry? Is that here anywhere yet? I wanna watch that.
Cinemas.
Oh, really?
Cinemas. I saw the trailer for it
Ah.
on commercial for
It looks
TV.
horrible, but I want to go watch it.
They're using 3D models, are they?
yeah, like similar to Space Jammy, like what the pictures of Space Jam have come
Sort
out
of,
like,
yeah,
similar-ish, but not probably as they haven't spent.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
much
because
money.
it's like 3D models that they're trying to make look 2D, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah. It's a common thing.
Kind of like
They look great. Tom and Jerry
If
looks
you
great.
want to see it good,
These
just
look
go
shit.
back and watch Roger Rabbit
Yes.
Yes.
and Sensational Move. Not
Best.
best.
Yeah, I'll watch Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
it doesn't look... the movie's going to be terrible.
and at least it got maybe a little pop for Tom. Oh, people realised that Tom and Jerry was actually out when they went.
Yeah.
So
there
that
you
was probably
go.
more the little flick that they needed because Tom and Jerry.
Let's see it at the cinemas.
that's a
Yeah, I
that's a
don't
stretch
know.
for the cinemas.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I just feel like I've been in cinemas in ages.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. Regarding Roger Rabbit, you
Yes.
know Eddie Murphy was offered the part of
Of-
Hoskins.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't that have been
I
different?
think he did. What did he do before? I don't know. But yeah, I think he was offered Roger Rabbit.
Would have been like 48 hours just before it or something like that. Wouldn't?
I don't know. Something. I think I saw it.
Because Roger Rabbit was.
Well, you have to put this part in.
Yeah, late 80s. So it
But
would have been
yeah,
after
Stan, I'm not cutting
Beverly
anything.
Hills or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because I know. I think it was Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy.
Oh, you think it was Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
The source is more.
If I'm wrong, you can put a little
We'll
thing
come
in
back.
afterwards.
We'll come
Dylan.
back to you on that one. But that's
Yeah,
cool if it
disclaimer.
is. That's really interesting.
A disclaimer
yeah.
that would not be visible on Spotify.
That's fine.
I don't think it would have been as good.
It would have been interesting for its time it was made. And that's as far as I'm going to say with that sentence.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much the time it was made, but the time they were trying to...
That's what I'm getting at. Sorry.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Portrayed.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the time they were portrayed.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We'll come back. Lyndon's going to have a search, I think, while we're chatting. Dylan, continue, sir.
Yes, Snyder Cut is also getting a bunch of variant covers for the latest issue of Justice League.
This
It's
week?
a bit strange. This week,
This week?
Justice League 59.
Yeah, this
It's
week.
getting 3 variants.
Is it all sepia dark tone?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
It was Eddie Murphy.
Nice.
It's a bit J.J. Abrams-y with the lens flare.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks terrible.
That's one of them.
It looks like a... Yeah.
It looks like a freak comic book cover.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that. That's
Um,
exactly what I was going to say. but-
Here's the other one.
That's much better.
It's got Martian Manhunter on it.
Yeah, I think he said he was Martian Manhunter was going to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was
He's
the
got
army
Man of
dude.
Steel,
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
We need to come back to that because we missed it last week when we were talking about all the DC shows. I think we're going to talk about one later on.
Oh, yes.
We need to come back to
After
Martian
this.
the Martian Manhunter portrayal in Supergirl because, yeah. Anyway,
So, I think there was one more. Is that one?
that's not too bad. But
Yeah,
The
that's
Jim Lee one?
Is that Lee
No?
Bergermo?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice.
What's
like the art's nice.
Freak
Terrible
comic
cover.
book day.
I like that, but that is legit just, I'm pretty sure, a picture of Darkseid. Like, he didn't even draw that.
Toxic.
Do you think he drew that? I don't know, I can't tell.
It's all digital drawing these days.
Yeah.
It's harder to...
Because I looked at it.
It looks like Lee Bergermo.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he drew that
Filters.
Darkseid.
Looks like Apocalypse.
This guy came first.
No, no, but like that picture really. At least sometimes they make it look a little bit different. That was like Apocalypse.
He doesn't have big blue lips.
You should. Should.
And is it time to talk about Superman Lois? I believe it is.
I guess so.
I should have watched Superman Lois, but I didn't.
You should
The
have.
Superman person
How-
didn't.
yeah.
Oh Jesus!
I was
Really?
scared.
What do you mean scared?
I was scared because of Supergirl and Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow
Okay,
Fair enough.
and everything else.
I watched it last night.
Yeah, me too.
It was better than I expected. Not amazing. Like, the acting's a bit iffy. He was better than I thought, because I'd seen the couple episodes in Supergirl the first time he was in, and I was like, this guy's terrible.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't watch any of the Crisis, so I didn't see if he got better in that. But he was better in this than in Supergirl, I thought.
Yeah.
Both he looks a bit better with his super muscle suit.
Oh, super muscle suit.
But he just, I don't know, he acts alright. I don't know if it's a style choice but like they couldn't find a guy that doesn't have constant 5 o'clock shadow. He just doesn't look like Superman.
Yes, 100%.
But he was alright, he was better. The kids were okay. That's and just in case you don't know, that's the concept. Lois and Clark have been married, they got twin 15-year-old boys or something like that. Oh, maybe not 15.
Maybe a bit older.
Yeah. Well, they're just about to start high school.
Start high
What?
Well, like,
American
after
high school.
junior high, like proper high school.
Oh,
so they'd be like 15?
15, 16.
Yeah. So it was a different take. Like, what we've seen in the last few years, Superman's got Jonathan and his kid and superpowered. This is going to be a bit different. one of the kids is named Jonathan, but not
Its name
not
really.
Jonathan. Yeah,
Yeah, I had
no
to-
connection to the comic Jonathan.
I had to come to terms
I
with
guess.
that. At first, I was like, Jonathan, that's not Jonathan. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Then I just calmed down for a second. Like, man, it's different.
Look, it's a Superman story with a lot of teen angst.
Yes.
Also, Smallville.
Well, no, well, there's a lot of that certain town in it. Yeah, look, I do mirror a lot of things you just said about it, and we spoke a bit about it last week with Mediterranean Superman. But again, what you said, he was a lot better. He did look the part. The angles that they shot him at made him look a lot taller than they did, especially in those first episodes of Supergirl. So it played the part a lot better. He's probably the strongest actor in the show, which is a scary thing to say.
Yeah, I didn't like the lowest.
The kids are overacting, but they understandably have to because there's a lot of, no spoilers again, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this episode, and I don't know how kids would react to certain things that happen in this episode. But you can find, I think the Jordan, the son with the darker hair.
Yep.
He has probably got, he's probably the pick of the
yeah.
two in regards to acting and stuff like that. The only weird part is Lois, man.
Yeah.
I'm not here to pick on people's age or what they're trying to go for. I know they've grown up a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
And obviously Superman's always going to look quite good because he's
Yes,
Superman.
Yes.
But Lois is really old, and a lot older than I think they were making her to look out to be with how young the friends are. And like the chick, because I didn't watch a lot of Smallville, I'll be honest. So the chick that Lana,
Yeah.
man, that's Sloane from Entourage. Now you are competing pretty high when you've got Sloane from Entourage. Yeah, Dave, Sloane from Entourage. I haven't seen her. I'm like, I know that woman. When I'm watching, I'm like, oh, that's Sloane from Entourage, and she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And when Lois Lane is supposed to be, and I know Lana's supposed to be the girl next door and all that rest of it,
Yeah.
but she's supposed to be Lois Lane, and in portrayals of previous Lois Lane, she's
Terry
been,
Hatcher?
yeah, she's been a very attractive woman.
Yes.
So I was quite a bit shocked at their choice. And the woman, don't get me wrong, she's a very beautiful woman, but not my choice of Lois Lane for this TV show.
She probably had to, she had to shove 2 kids out of her. And probably super kids, no less.
Well, she's...
You know?
Look,
You
there's...
don't know what Superman
There's
was like when he
different
was young, going
conversations
for
that can be
beauty.
had about this on different times around super things. But yeah, that was my take from the first episode. There's a bit at the end that kind of got me thinking maybe I'll watch the second episode, but
I'll check it
not.
out.
I'll check it out maybe, but yeah, it's fun, and the special
It's
effects.
different.
The special effects aren't terrible. That's
No,
the other
no,
thing too.
no, no.
You know, there's a couple of good little nods too. There's a scene in the kitchen in the Kent household where there's a to-do list.
Yes.
And some interesting names in the background, stuff like that. I won't say anything more than that, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
My other complaint is that I didn't like the way it looked, but I understand. Like, it looks very down and depression. And the idea is because Smallville's dying.
Yes.
Small town, they died. It's just the subplot going on.
Well, that's
Banks
everything with
foreclosure and
DC.
stuff. Yeah, well, I would like Superman to look a little bit more bright.
Yeah.
Like, my favourite of the DC shows has been Stargirl, because it is so bright. And, like, Superman I think should be. But I get... It fits a theme. I get why it looks that way, but I'm sometimes like, can't I just have a bit of sunlight? Not so... with the colour grading and...
Because I've given up on DC Universe
Yep.
TV. How is Stargirl? Because it's got
I like
the
it.
Wilson brothers. It's got Luke Wilson in it.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes,
'Cause
yes.
I'm the opposite of fame. And
Because I watched the first episode a while back just to test it, and I was like, oh, that was good. And then I bought the Blu-ray sort of just after Christmas. I watched the first disc, but I'm terrible and never watch things and it's sitting there. But she's good.
yeah,
It's wholesome and, like, it's teen drama-y. But I like it better than the other DC shows because it's... You know, like when Flash, like Arrow comes out originally, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. Take himself a bit serious, Blonde Batman, all that.
Yep.
And then Flash came, and Flash was more comic booky and more fun and light.
Well, that's why I enjoyed the first couple
But then they all
series.
just became Arrow. They're all the same. Stargirl feels different doesn't
Interesting.
feel like one of the others.
Yeah.
First 2 seasons of Flash were excellent.
100%.
Yes.
But then every major villain was a speedster, and that was very annoying.
That's why I stopped. I said after season 2, I was like, next season's a speedster I'm not watching. And then I watched one episode and going, speedster? Nah, done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it would get old.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's like if... Yeah.
I don't want to see Spidey fight Green Goblin every time.
Yes.
Like,
Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, you know, and then
yeah.
And you picked a perfect character. You look at them, you look at Batman, look at their rogues gallery
Exactly,
of villains.
you got
and
strong.
A lot of the time, your superhero is only as good as its
Yes.
villains. And, like, no, I know you love him, but that's one of Superman's issues.
no, 100%. He's got like
It's his
5.
biggest problem.
And
He's got 5 good ones.
yeah, and yeah, Spidey, it just nails.
The best.
Yeah,
Could
Yeah.
it be the less powered you are, the better heroes gallery or villains
Definitely,
gallery?
because that's definitely part of Superman's problem. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
that he's hard to. How do you have a threat?
Yeah.
But powered also, but also what hangs in the balance as well in regards of what they're dealing with
Yeah, true.
and hiding with who they are
Yep.
and different things like that can come into it.
Well,
So.
and the villains generally, it's a smaller story. Both Spider-Man and Batman, they're like just looking after their little bit. Superman's got to look after the
Yes.
planet. He looks at bigger threats. Yeah, they're definitely part of it.
But there is more room for Superman for creativity and
Yes.
like out there kind of stuff.
Yes.
Just depends if writers have that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, one of the greatest depictions, I think, at the small amount of things and it was actually a DC animation. It's in the Flashpoint where they've kept him in the government lockup and
Yeah.
he's just a
Oh, that's
crippled
excellent.
little man.
Yeah.
Because he's had no son.
And he's
That
had
was a
no
great
son,
idea.
no nothing, and then they
Yeah.
bring him out once, and he just annihilates
Yeah.
everyone, and then just thank you friends and flies away.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like that just stole the show.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
like does that accidentally. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly what it was. Yeah, because he saw his friends getting hurt, and he
Yes.
said, "No, don't." Yeah, essentially that's all it was. It was beautiful. It was awesome.
What about Red Sun? Anyone watch that yet?
No.
I watch that.
No.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
like the story. I don't know about it.
Yeah.
I like the book.
Yeah, the book's
Yeah,
great.
same.
That's why I've got to check that out.
I think I flicked through all. It's like tabloid stuff.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you guys watch Superman Man of Tomorrow? It's the first DC animated movie after their reboot thing because they rebooted after Apocalypse War.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the first new one was Man of Tomorrow.
No.
If you can get that to us, I'll definitely watch it.
I think it's on
We'll come back
Netflix.
to it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It got recommended to me
Oh, done.
the other day.
All right, check it out.
I was really eager to watch this because they did away with the New 52 style that they have stuck with for like 10 years. So Superman doesn't have a giant fat head anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks cool, and it's got like I watched some interviews with the art team, and they were like, we have varying line thickness now.
Sure.
So before they just had one line thickness, but now it varies, so it looks pretty old school.
'Cause I lost interest when all the DC animated movies looked the same.
Yes,
Those
yes.
first few years were Year One, Dark Knight Returns, like Public Enemies, they all look so different, and then everything just looked the same.
Yeah,
and I was
Something
like,
on
yeah.
manga style as well, like with those the Arkham one, the Batman Arkham.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So the new ones, they share a same design, but in the designs there's more room for
Yes.
movement.
yes. It's still like a shared universe kind of thing.
Because it makes more sense. Like, why am I going to design Superman every time?
With Superman's costume, they got Otto Schmidt's designs, and you look at Lois Lane, and she's just Otto Schmidt.
Yep.
You guys know Otto Schmidt?
No.
He hasn't done much Marvel, has he? He did that Hawkeye Freefall. Was that him?
Ah, yes.
yeah. He did Hawkeye Freefall. He did
How long ago was that?
Green Arrow.
Last year sometime?
Oh, okay. Really recent. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's
So-
a young guy. 'Cause
I don't know,
thinking
is he?
of
I think
Doctor
so.
Octopus when he said it.
He's got a real scratchy sort of looking up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I don't think he's done all that much at Marvel.
No.
They don't beat at DC, but they basically got him to design Lois and Superman's suit, and they've got a Justice Society movie coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, very odd, but they've
Yep,
got that
super
coming
keen
out.
for that.
Very clearly, he designed Wonder Woman as well, so they are doing like a
Yep.
shared
That
universe.
makes sense.
So what else is planned besides that Society one?
That is all I know of at the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
I asked that question. Research.
Well, they usually don't announce too many.
Well, sometimes they do announce a lineup of what's coming, with, especially those kind of.
Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, it's very Batman centric.
Oh, a Batman movie did come out. It was, what was it called?
Oh.
Heart of the Dragon or
Oh,
something?
yeah, the 70s sort of
Yeah.
kung fu-y stuff or whatever,
It was
right?
like Richard Dragon,
Yeah.
who was Bruce Lee.
Okay.
and it was just like a 70s kung fu movie.
Yeah,
good?
And I don't know,
I
I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, Batman isn't in it much, and it's
Oh.
mostly about the Bruce Lee guy.
Oh, they're cool. That
But
makes
I
it
don't
more
know.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
gotta catch up on these, DC.
Again, Netflix or probably
I haven't seen it on Netflix.
other streaming services somewhere.
Yes, probably.
Good to know.
Speaking of streaming, did we watch we know One Division episode this week? Did we all watch the what's it called? Assembled?
Assembled.
Assembled?
Yes.
No, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No.
So it's like the making of One Division. I guess there's going to be an Assembled. Assembled is its own show, and each
Episode will be.
yeah, like so.
Yeah.
Next will be a Falcon one, right?
Yes.
So every Disney Plus Marvel show gets one of these. It was pretty good, pretty interesting. Nothing we didn't know really.
Yeah.
No.
But like especially on the geeky side and the whatever. But the techie side was the more interesting.
Big time.
Talking about the, you know, in the black and white episodes, the kitchen's all blue, Vision's all blue.
Yes.
Because his colour comes across too dark in a black
Yes.
and white.
So I
Stuff
think
like that was cool.
similar thing happened to like Spock, right? In the original
Yes.
Star Trek, they wanted to make him red,
Yes.
but you know,
Red just goes black.
yes,
Like,
it just appeared
in the old
unfortunate.
movies, the
Blue
chicks would
lipstick.
wear blue lipstick. Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
I think
you know?
that was one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I think they're going to be cool ones coming through with the Loki one and
Yes.
everything like
Yeah.
that as well. I thought one of the most interesting parts of it, and I don't even really think it's a spoiler, but the episodes were live audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't.
You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I thought the first, but then when they started, they because the others were. I think the second was live audience as
Yep.
well. Yeah, I didn't
I think all,
realize.
pretty much all the sitcom-y ones.
Yeah, all
I
the
think,
sitcom
were.
ones were, and I thought at the end they were just doing laugh track.
Yeah.
They were full, and they full dressed up,
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
and they got into it as well.
Yeah.
I just
Like
really.
the audience came. Obviously, they would whether they told what exactly they were filming or we're going to have film
50s vibe, I'm
period
guessing.
period piece
So
dressed
cool.
appropriately. So the whole audience is all dressed like
Full dapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just in
For something you
simple
don't
wooden
see.
Yeah,
chairs.
you don't see it. What's the point then?
It just helps.
No,
That
there,
was
was-
the
there
immersion.
were a
vibe
couple
and-
of zoom-in shots where you would have seen people. I'm pretty sure there was a zoom-in shot where you saw an overview of crowd, wasn't there,
Oh.
in the first episode?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But anyway, yeah,
And like the crew all
crew,
dressed up.
yeah, crew as well.
That's awesome.
It was
Yeah.
so cool.
Well, one of the things that blew me away when they were talking about it is even the lighting. They tried to replicate the lighting of the time for each episode. Like all the tech and creative people on the show, they both, I reckon, would have had a hard time and a great time.
Visual
because
effects.
so much cool stuff to do.
I mean, that's where all the
What did they
budget
say they
went.
got together
Yes.
with Dick Van Dyke beforehand
Yes.
to see how he made the show and the way they did it, and
Wow.
they tried to do it one takes and stuff.
Yeah.
And the mum from that '70s show, Deborah Jo Rupp, I think.
Knocking off
yeah.
hats.
No, oh, yeah, stealing hats. She's like, found this hat and it was perfect and it was mine and I kept it. And yeah, it was really yeah, she's good acting, good casting anyway. But just the way
Yeah.
where she also talked about where it all came together at the end, and in that big town scene where they're all getting strangled and so forth. As she got to do some action stuff as well, as opposed to just being the normal housewife and so forth. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, that was really heaps of cool stuff. Like the songs, each theme song was
Yeah.
different and period
Yeah.
appropriate. But it was the same writing duo that did all the shows, and I would like to see a bit more of that, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
That was cool. The other one that blew me away, just because it's so weird for her, the chick that plays Monica, she just had to audition for. She didn't know what she was. She knew it was a job for Marvel.
Yeah.
No idea what the deal was, whatever. And she's reading the sides, and they didn't even tell her it was 70, because that episode, right, obviously what she's reading. And she's like, I got a bit of an idea that something was up, so I started playing a little, and then the notes back were like, yeah, ham it up more, just go over the top, like that's what we sort of want. And so she did it, and then bang, cool, you got the job. Didn't even know what the job was still.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but she's like, how hard would that be?
And Jay was really happy too because he got some more cat denning.
Yeah, more Kat Dennings. It was good.
When they're talking about that first
That's probably the
episode
best shot of the show.
and like the special effects, like with the dishes,
Yes.
Wanda doing the
Yes.
magic and stuff, and it's all like on wires. That's awesome.
That's what I
Yeah.
used to do. He was used to
Yeah.
work on Bewitched.
Yeah.
How could you get anyone better?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was as Jay kind of alluded to at the start. I think the geekiness stuff was excellent, and we didn't get a huge amount. But the technical aspect of how
Yeah.
television is made and the work that went into it. That's what I got out of that show. That hour is excellent.
Yes.
All the vision bits are all all the side bits are all CG.
Yes.
He's just plain red, and everything else, all the lines they just all add in post
Oh.
and CG and stuff.
They've done it like that for
pretty
the
much the
start,
whole
I think,
time,
yeah.
really.
And you get the nice Bettany story too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just listen to Bettany's voice, but
Yes.
just the Bettany's where he started just. Oh, and
And
Favreau, just
he is
Favreau,
the
man.
best, eh?
Favreau is the best. He's like, I needed a really boring monotone voice, and all the person I could think of was you because he worked together in Wimbledon. So, it's so good. And then talking about how it just became what it became, and
I'll check it out.
it really is worth watching.
Yeah.
Cool.
You didn't get a lot on our side of things,
But
but
it didn't matter.
Yes.
how they made it.
Still
and
not
stuff
wasted.
is cool.
Not a wasted hour whatsoever.
And her, I really like. I think she gets it, Lizzie.
Well-
She I think she's done her research.
Well,
you know, some choose not to.
Well,
And
she
usually told not to read stuff. She
She
knows
did-
everything.
didn't research that side, but as she said in the thing as well, she grew up on the set of Full House.
Yes.
Yes.
She saw it every week
Yeah.
happen. So it's in
Yeah,
her
so I
blood,
couldn't make
man.
it. I was making.
That's
old
why I was a
school
bit
TV.
disappointed there was no Full House reference.
Ah, yeah.
Like the 90s
Yes.
show
Yes.
would have it was a Full House. But I see why they went Malcolm.
Well, we
But
said
you could
that.
add, you could
we
add
said
a
that.
couch one in between. Just
Well, we
a
talked
couch
about
one.
that, like a Married with Children or something. One,
Yeah.
because Malcolm was quite late. It could have been earlier '90s, but yeah, it still worked really well. And I've recanted a bit on my Ralph Boner. I think that was well done.
Man, I love looking at how upset everyone is on the
Yeah,
internet
yeah, yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we were cheated,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like, it's a joke.
Apparently, he was like the one that the FBI guy was looking for.
No, that was
Oh,
that was just a red herring. That was just the reason for him to be on the East Coast.
are you
Instead-
sure? There
I would say because they didn't mention
they
anything
didn't
else
get a mention
afterwards.
again,
No,
did it? Yeah, good. I didn't.
Yeah, whether it's a throwaway or it's just
I-
something they'll play with later.
I think it was just a reason for him to not to be in.
Yeah.
because I was
the
more
West
thinking
Coast.
it was Agnes.
No, yeah, it was just
But no, but I think you referred to him as a he.
yeah. He,
Okay. Fair enough.
but yeah, I think it was just a reason for him to be in the East.
Worked. He's awesome. Randall Park is sensational, man. Everything I've seen him in is excellent.
He was slightly cooler in this than in Ant-Man.
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Like Jimmy Woo actually
Yeah, he
doing
did
cool
some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he got himself out of the handcuffs, I was like, "Ah, Jimmy Woo
Yeah,
doing
excellent.
stuff. All right, not just his card trick rubbish."
I enjoy the country.
So my 2 cents on the finale.
Oh yeah, you went.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Say,
Go on,
please.
Meh.
Yeah, it's,
In a nutshell.
that might be a little harsh, but
Oh, I don't get how it like this turns into multiverse of madness. Like she just casts a couple runes. It's like, oh, you don't know what you've done.
I
And
think-
that's supposed to go into multiverse of
I
madness
think
somehow.
people
Like,
have run with that she's going to be multiverse of madness harder than necessary, to be honest.
oh, she'll probably just skip through each one looking for her kids. But yeah,
Well, I don't think
that's
so,
all I can think of.
because she doesn't have that.
Haven't they
multiverse
said that
powers.
she's going to be in it?
Yes,
Oh.
but that's what I mean. Like they got that, and that it was in it. So, oh, magic is.
Yeah, because then there was a bunch of fan-made posters with her and Doctor
Yeah.
Strange doing
Ah.
this on posters,
Yeah, like
and
she's
everyone
obviously-
just went, okay, they mashed together that, oh, we'll see Strange. And we all bought into it because
Yeah.
we
Yes.
wanted to see
Yes.
Strange.
But the
So-
show was her story.
That's
It
right.
was her. It was her stages of grief. That's what the point was.
It was her 9-part mini.
Yeah.
It was
like
excellent.
the Doctor Strange thing's just what's next. But I think people just. Oh, this one's first, and then that's the next movie, and they're gonna be super connected. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And it will
mean,
be. That book, that last
Yes.
scene, yes, that definitely will be connected. But not as entwined as I think we all think. I think Nitin put it perfectly last week. It was great that it was a week to week, but if it had been a binge, we wouldn't have been as disappointed with that season finale.
Because you just worked it all up too much.
Yes.
That's right.
Yourself.
Yeah. Very much so.
Which I think will be not as much next time with the Falcon, with
Yeah.
the Soldier. That'd be a bit more straightforward.
Yes.
There's definitely some stuff where you're like, oh, I wonder where
No, I
that'll
hope
go.
not, actually. I just want,
But,
some, I want
I
like,
think it'll be a bit more straight.
yeah, some espionage. And
Yes.
I want some Winter Soldier
Yes.
style.
So it'll be
Faces
the same,
getting ripped off and we don't know who's who. And yeah.
It'll be the same time.
Pun?
Same
Yeah.
time as. Okay. Cool.
I think it's gonna be shorter though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember reading that.
Well, 6 episodes,
Yeah.
Like runtime will be shorter.
Runtime, yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't shock. I thought like maybe just 40-minute episodes and across the line.
They've been releasing clips here and there.
Yep.
It looks like just Mackie and Stan having fun
that was
on
good.
set and
That was good.
improvising.
Very much.
He's You guys see any of that?
Yes,
Nah.
yes.
The Doctor Strange one?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
good. That's
They,
good.
they released like the full clip of that too, and they're
Oh, is this-
talking about Gandalf and stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's
pretty
a
good.
cool
Yeah.
one.
Sauce without a hat thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw.
yeah.
I've seen that as memes. I didn't realize.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what it
Yeah,
was
so that's
from.
actually them
Yeah.
going back and forth. He's,
Right.
he's a sorcerer. Yeah, he's not a sorcerer. He's a sorcerer. He's,
I think I read some people were freaking out. Oh, Gandalf, they mean Magneto. Oh.
Oh my god, people.
No!
down, just in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't read or look
Yes.
at anything. I just like go into it semi-blind.
It's like, no, Bucky was talking about The Hobbit because he read The Hobbit when
Yeah.
it first came out. In the 30s.
Oh, he's
It's part of his
one of the most
Manchurian-
famous wizards.
Part of his Manchurian Candidate 7 words in the Hobbit with the red book.
Because if you said Harry Potter, you'd be like, how's he know who Harry Potter is?
Yes.
Like, you gotta have something that
Yeah.
the audience gets as a wizard.
Because, like, he says it, and then Falcon's like, how do you know about Gandalf?
Yeah.
And then he's like,
I'm
I,
old?
I read The Hobbit when it first came out in 1937. It's good stuff. You
Yeah.
can tell they're just having fun.
yeah.
And you can see that from the get-go.
Yes.
When they're in that car together in that first
Ah.
Oh, that was good.
scene. It's just... It's
Oh,
perfect
yeah,
chemistry.
them
They
just-
stole the scene
Yeah.
of a nothing throwaway shot.
Yes.
Cutaway.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. And I'm very, very excited because, I think
It's a buddy cop series.
Yeah.
we have two awesome characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had a good buddy cop anything, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I saw, it was Mackie in Synchronic that came out recently. I saw it at the drive-ins couple of
Oh,
months.
is that any good?
It was actually quite good.
Okay.
Quite different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But an interesting story and
Oh, cool.
a bit out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely worth a watch for some of the other movies. around.
I saw the trailer for them. Like, well, that looked
Yeah,
very
if you
interesting.
get a chance to watch that, it's quite different. It's not a huge amount of big name actors or anything in it. But yeah, cool story. Different. Yeah.
You guys excited about the new Ninja Turtles game?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to purchase it and not play it.
Same here.
Yeah.
There's so
It looks
many.
very arcade
Yes.
Ninja Turtles
Ah.
arcade game.
Reminds me of Simpsons, basically. The
100%. Yeah, with the
Cool.
health and stuff.
Big time.
Yeah,
Old
Ninja
schools.
Turtles Shredder's Revenge, developed by Tribute Games. They've done Scott Pilgrim game
Yes.
that Tommy's been playing, I believe.
Yes, just downloaded. Been playing this afternoon.
Can't believe you hadn't played it before.
I know. Well,
It came out a decade ago.
I know. It came out ages ago, and I was gonna buy it. I think it was on the PlayStation Store for a while, and then when I went back to buy it,
I
it
was
was being
gone
taken
because
off.
it
Yeah.
was disappear for a while.
And
there.
then nothing happened, and then it wasn't on forever. And then I think it came out on the Switch when the Switch first came out, and I didn't have a Switch. And then I purchased a Switch. I got a Switch a while back, and it was on there, and I wanted to buy something, and it's excellent. So
Yeah,
I
it's
only
really
played
fun.
yeah, it's so fun hacking the slashing and
Yeah.
I haven't played it
Strong.
either.
strong. You haven't played it?
No.
Yeah.
It's just button
Well,
mash side
I know
scroller.
it's obviously co-op, but it could be network co-op. So if it is the case, that
Oh,
could
yeah.
be a good 4-player.
Yeah.
Because if it's if Turtles game, which it does look like, those last I think like the last 10 seconds of that clip
Was gameplay.
it was actual gameplay.
Yes.
Anything like that's going to be sensational.
Yes.
Plus the fact that I don't know if you realise that the theme song's being sung by Mike Patton from Fact No More. So we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme being sung by Fact No More singer. Which
I
thought
like
was a nice
the
little tidbit.
intro was like a redone of the net.
Yeah,
the
cartoon?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, everything about this game is thumbs up. So bring it on, and our thumbs will be sore.
I was
Would
a
you
bit-
be able to play as April or
No.
Splinter?
They did some fighting in that intro. So
Yeah.
who knows? It
I
might be
reckon
unlockable.
probably.
God, no, come on.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more
Or
options
secret
are better.
characters.
And it is 2021.
Have
Yeah.
a secret character.
But so yeah, definitely
Why?
give us a wrap.
Oh, DLC.
I just want
That's
to
it.
play
It's
as
DLC.
Leonardo.
Fair enough.
Leonardo's the best.
I don't know. I had Donatello at my birthday party when I was a kid, and he was pretty cool. So seriously, competition, sensation.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Was like, how was the costume?
Oh, it was good. It was actually really good. I'll show you some photos.
Okay.
Like one of the costumes like from Wonderland sort of deal?
Yeah, essentially,
Ah.
yeah. It was
But
like
that was a huge thing
Agro's
there.
Cartoon Connection
Yeah,
competition thing I won, and yeah, they had a birthday party with Donatello.
Oh.
Yeah, Wonderland was like full turtles for like a couple of months there. It was
They
a
had
big
the
deal.
turtle masks and everything like that.
I would feel
Your house?
gypped if it
Yeah,
was
my house.
Donatello.
They come to my house.
I feel so
Lucky.
gypped if it was Donatello.
Oh, I used to love Donatello. Big wooden cane, smack people. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I'd probably be Dylan.
Yeah.
Like if it's not
Oh.
if it's not Leo,
Nah, Leo.
Yeah, Leo's a bit
Leo's
boring.
about
I
the
may have
same.
sold myself into it because you couldn't pick. But I can't. That was too long ago. I can't remember that exactly.
yeah,
'cause-
it had to be Mikey.
Oh, Mikey, as a kid, that'd be.
Yeah,
what
Mikey
you
was
want.
the favourite as
Yeah.
a kid. But
Birthday
then
party
Leo
too.
was-
Yes, that's right.
He's a
Yeah,
party.
swords.
Yeah, he's a
He's a
party
party
guy.
dude.
Party dude.
Because, like, I think as an adult, Raph's easily the most interesting character. But who wants him coming to your party? He's just gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna be like,
Brooding.
Yeah,
Party sucks.
yeah,
Sit in the
yeah.
back
Get
smoking.
away, bro.
Knocking ice creams out of kids' hands.
Yeah.
where's the pizza? I want some more pizza.
Mikey, you'd be just having a great time.
But yeah, no, game was great.
Yeah, ugh, can't wait for it. And if it gets a physical release, you're gonna have to buy it, Jason.
Yeah, I'll buy it if it gets a physical release.
Because the
You
last
can
game,
download it and not play it.
Yeah, it's not the same. I feel the need to give somebody my money.
yes,
You want the plastic
And have an
packaging.
object.
Yes.
You need plastic
I
packaging.
do.
No arguments.
a physical object
Yes.
in exchange for your money.
Yes. I like to purchase things.
Yes.
Not just magically
Yeah,
get things.
money exchange for goods, yes.
Yeah.
Actual goods.
The last game they did, Panzer Paladin, was like this 2D side scroller on Switch. Really cool, by the
Okay.
way. It's like you're in like a giant mech, and you have weapons that have like a durability. So as you use the weapons, they break and stuff, and you can throw them and pick up new weapons. I'm pretty sure that had like a limited physical release. So who knows? They might do like a real small run physical.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if they get to put on disc, I'd snap it up straight away because you won't find it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
There are mobs that I think that's called limited run.
Yes.
And they do like short print games. And
It might have been them actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they release Scott Pilgrim as pure physical?
Yeah, it got like last
really?
year, a couple
Oh.
of years ago.
Oh.
Oh, recently. I was talking
Yeah,
about.
no, not back then.
Yeah,
No,
I would have had it if it was
No, because
back then.
I did download
yeah,
it.
no, it's just PlayStation Free Store.
But yeah, it's a lot more in depth than I expected it to be. I just expected a side-scrolling hack and slash, and then it opens up with the proper like Zelda map. And I'm
really?
like, okay, and then I'm running along, and there wasn't a lot to the first level, and I'm like, and there's shops in the background. I went near the shop, and the door opened, and I'm like, hang on a minute. And I went in on it. You can buy energy drinks, and it builds up your X. I'm like, hang on, okay, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, then I did the second level and got my ass kicked straight away. I went, okay, so I just got to grind. So I got to go back and do this first level again. That's fine by me.
Oh, okay.
That could be good. So yeah.
Because
But
it's deceptive because when you see games that look like that, they're pretty shallow. But these guys, they're really good indie devs.
Definitely.
They've done lots of really good games. And it's crazy to see them do a license thing again.
yeah,
Because
Okay.
that just doesn't happen. Like a good indie studio doing a licensed thing doesn't happen.
yeah, it should be good.
Turtles just gets licensed out to everything
That is true.
since
For
the
good
beginning.
That's true.
Well, Diddle was such a good story. Why wouldn't you listen?
Yeah.
What's the last Ronin up to?
2.
2?
Issue 3's not till I think end April.
Alright.
It's gonna be a slow series.
I've got to wait till it comes out. Trade.
Pretty good so far though.
Are you up to date?
I haven't read issue 2
I see.
because I was like, I might just wait till it's over because it's gonna take like a year and a half.
You could forget what happens.
Yeah,
before.
Yes.
yeah. So I was like, I'll read the first issue and then I'll just smash them all out when it's over. But it was pretty good.
Alright, sweet.
It was what I expected it to be, who I expected it to be.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
It's the only one that made most sense story-wise.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think I saw.
I think I remember who you said it would have been, yeah. So.
But we won't talk
What's the
about
most
that
interesting?
since it's still ongoing.
Yes.
Yes,
It's a cool concept.
very much.
Very cool concept. What else we got, Dill?
That's the end of the list.
Alright, you got anything else?
Don't we have gay time stuff to talk about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm hungry.
I think there's some left. So last week we spoke about some ice cream.
The ice creams, the Cocoa Pop ice creams. Did you try them? You tried them?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What do you think? How good are they?
They're really, really good.
Man.
When you first explained it, when you're like, it's just Cocoa Pops around, I was expecting actual Cocoa Pops
Need a
surrounding it,
Sure.
but it was just the chocolate biscuit.
Yeah.
Which again, there's no issue.
I spilled.
Yeah, I would like to interrupt this conversation to
Did you
tell
spill
you
it, man?
Dave's
Gay
made a
time.
mess.
There's a gay time everywhere.
Honestly.
Dude, what a waste.
Dave made a mess on the floor.
I was showing.
So yeah, there's
what
the
a gay time
These-
looked like.
yeah. So this is the box that Dave just ruined because there's none left now. But it's a gay time egg, and it's all right. if you like the biscuit.
I thought it tasted disgusting myself.
It doesn't
Not bad.
taste.
I don't have the greatest taste.
But we won't.
No.
There is also another factor that we get into.
Yeah,
there
you
with
shouldn't take
Jay's
food
taste
advice from
buds
Jason.
Are quite particular in ways we'll get through
Oh,
in
I'll
different
clean
sections
that
of these
up.
podcasts down the track. But
He doesn't like rice.
Rice is filthy.
let's just say
That's an affront to my people,
let's
man.
just say it's a certain mouthfeel that we won't really get into. That Jay
it just
doesn't.
makes you want to vomit in your mouth. Oh, yuck,
Yeah.
yuck.
But yeah, the ice creams obviously don't taste anything like Gatorade. They taste exactly like a chocolate milkshake,
Yes.
only crunchy. They are. Sometimes I think they actually could be better than the cereal. That's how
Yeah.
good they taste.
Man.
The chocolatey taste. You know when you're eating an old school
good.
sundae and it's got the old school chocolate syrup in it, and you just get a real good dollop of that.
Yeah.
That's what that tastes like. Taking a bite out of it sometimes.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think somebody got a paycheck from Kellogg's.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'll spruik something I like.
I would eat it without the Cocoa Pop outside even. Like, just the ice cream I thought was pretty tasty.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
exactly right.
I would still be
Exactly
buying
right.
So it's not the honeycomb ice cream?
Now, so this has been a big week of gay times because when the missus went to the shopping centre the first time, she couldn't get the Cocoa Pops one. But to not come home empty-handed, she brought home the Violet Crumble gay time version.
Oh yeah, I
and-
tried them.
And the birthday cake gay time version.
Yeah, I tried them too.
And the Violet Crumble is an absolute winner. That is
Yeah.
sensational, especially
Yeah,
if
I
you like
can see
honeycomb.
that, yeah.
But the birthday cake, yeah, I couldn't really
what-
get into. It tastes like birthday cake. Like
It was weird. I
it's
didn't
just
mind
a-
it.
Like there
It
was
was
like
weird.
I know there's the birthday. There was a man shake that I have, and there was a birthday cake version that everyone raved about. And I tried and went, yeah, that ain't good. But
It's like a vanilla taste.
it's a vanilla-y
Yeah,
taste
okay.
that's got like hundreds of thousands around it, and it's like rainbow
Just,
coloured.
yeah, vanilla with sugar.
But the big one for the week was the Cocoa Pops. No, the gay time flavored Cocoa Pops cereal. So they've flipped it and done the cereal that tastes. So it's like more white than dark Cocoa Pops.
So
It's
it's
like-
sort of
Like a
rice
70
bubbles.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like rice bubbles with your Cocoa Pops 70-30. Now
How chocolate does it make your milk go?
it's
Not as.
it's not, but
that's
it's
a
the
problem
mix.
for me.
It's in between. It's that in between gay time colour because it's a caramelly,
Yeah.
the caramel chocolate mix, and it works really well. It doesn't taste like gay time,
It doesn't taste like Cocoa Pops
but it tastes really good
I think I'll just have normal Cocoa Pops
with sugar.
with sugar.
with sugar. Now
Oh,
that's
you're
the
madman. Why?
That's why you don't take food advice from Jason.
There we go.
Ah, man, sugar, like, alright, you pour your milk and your Cocoa Pops and then you get 6 spoonfuls of sugar on top. You make you want this to be snow. Snow on your Cocoa
Hold
Pops.
on.
Sweet as it is.
6
So
spoons
It's
of
not just
sugar.
about the sugar.
I
I
think
had
it's just about the sugar.
Well, no.
back, hang on now. When you were a kid, did you have Frosties?
Nah, because they were not chocolate.
to be
Cocoa
fair,
Pops was it.
Okay, that's
I
right.
had
Oh,
two
Fruit Loops.
spoons.
I used to like Fruit Loops.
I had 2
And then I,
spoons of sugar.
I got a bit older and
With
gone, nah,
Cocoa
they're too
Pops?
fruity.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
too
yeah.
fruity.
But did you put sugar in your
Fruit
Fruit
Loops? Of
Loops?
course I put sugar in my Fruit Loops.
I think
Because
you
the
did.
best, no, because the best bit about the Cocoa Pops with the sugar is you get a spoonful and it's just milk with this just grit in it. You know, like it's so weird. I'm so
Yeah.
anti-textures in my mouth.
Gritty milk sounds
Yeah, but
delicious.
so good. You can just feel your teeth rotting away. I love it.
Well, like eating dirt?
Yes, it's exactly like eating
Oh,
dirt.
you like eating dirt?
No, because it tastes like sugar.
Down the track, we'll also have some home dentistry tips from Jay. But we'll get onto that another time. So
Yeah, that's why you don't take food advice from Jason.
hang on.
Sugar on your
I just
Cocoa
need to
Pops.
get back to this because this is really important. When I eat Cocoa Pops, I am a bit of a guts, and there's usually a lot of milk left over. So I usually go the second pour of Cocoa Pops, which makes the milk even more chocolatey. But this time I happen to have some other just normal Cocoa Pops laying around. So as I said, the milk's not as dark. Pouring the normal Cocoa Pops into that,
Fix that up.
fix that up, and then gave it the gay
Just
time
do it
taste.
gay time in
It's
it?
amazing. So yeah, revelation.
Half.
Yeah,
half full.
half.
Nothing wrong with a halfie.
Oh, Dave's input breaks the egg and yeah. So big week on gay times.
Are we just going to end up talking about gay times every week?
And
As
so
long
they
as-
give us some free stuff.
Well,
Gay
that
time
or
podcast.
stop making stuff. Like
Yeah, as long as there's not...
It's gone
it's
crazy,
gone
right?
mental. I know it's Easter coming up, but like
Easter eggs, man. Easter eggs.
yeah.
Well, when they started selling like just the bits, you can just buy the bake the bits.
Oh, you
They're on
can?
the floor,
Yeah.
you can have some now.
No, I'm good.
Good on you,
But
Dave.
they've done it recently too. Like all those Arnott's blocks of chocolate, so you can get like Scotch finger now broken bits
Yeah.
through a block of chocolate. It's sensational. So they're mixing all that kind of stuff up. Iced Vovos in a block of chocolate and... Yeah.
Because you go in the aisle and you're like, oh, I already like this product some way.
Yeah, I've got this in a biscuit. Let's get in a block of chocolate as well.
Yeah, I saw a honeycomb Malteser block of chocolate. I was tempted to buy
Yeah,
it.
they're
Yeah, I bought
amazing.
them.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I like honeycomb.
And like, yeah, the peppermint crisp M&Ms.
Yeah, they're good.
Dude.
Yeah, they're good.
Anyway.
Have you guys had the block of chocolate with like has popping candy in it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
that's
the
good
favourite, the fantastic...
The Marvelous
The
Creation.
Marvelous
Yeah,
Creation.
that's
That's
it.
the one.
Used to be in the Venom machine all the time. That's excellent. In your
The
mouth.
not Willy Wonka.
Not Willy Wonka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Willy Wonka.
Not Willy Wonka.
There was the other one that was really good, the Daryl Lee ones they brought out. It had like bits of cornflake and stuff in them and
Oh.
bits of... Yeah, it was like a Bondi Beach one. There was another one like a Queensland Gold Coast trip and it had bits of banana, like lolly banana in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Lolly bananas. It's been forever since I...
No, it hasn't.
We've been
But you know, the old ones in primary school and...
Yeah.
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 You still get them.
Yeah, I know.
Mustics.
they're
I met
not
someone the other day
Yeah.
that never had mustics.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
went
musty.
and bought it
Because
straight
they're not
away.
a thing anywhere else,
Yeah,
Becky.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no, internationally they don't do
She
it.
liked them, which is good.
I'm not a fan.
What are those?
Musk
Mustics.
sticks, like
Yeah.
the pink.
The
musk-
pink with the, like, the...
Star
Yeah,
shape?
like
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah, okay, I've had them before.
You're not a fan?
No, I'm not a fan.
Any Turkish light fans,
No.
Turkish delight in small doses. I
Yeah.
can't have a lot of it.
but like in the favourites, would
Yeah,
you
like a
have it?
favourite, I'll
yeah,
have a small
yeah,
piece, but
yeah.
that's about it. I want to have a
I
full bar.
love that no one loves it. It's so good being a Turkish light fan because it tastes so
Get
good.
it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Dan's old man, it's great. We just share the Turkish lights.
No,
I think it's one of those things that I just naturally didn't like despite never having it. You know, it's
Like
like, as a kid
everything?
you're just
Yeah,
like, ugh, ew, I don't want that.
That's what I think of everything. Everything.
Just put sugar in it, you'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Nah,
Put sugar in your
bro.
rice. Put sugar in your pho, you'll be good.
And we're not being paid by anyone, but if we're going to talk about something, it needs to be brought up. Red Rooster fried chicken is sensational.
I gotta
It's
try
only
that.
at select places. I even reversed out of a drive-through because they didn't have it. I
Yeah,
didn't want
it's-
anything else
it's
from
good.
there. It is
It's
amazing.
really good.
So it
Does
is.
it come like KFC pieces? sort
Yes,
of?
exactly
Yes.
like they get like a 3-piece feed with a pineapple fritter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so
They're
good.
great.
I don't like pineapple fritters.
That's okay, but you can
we-
give one to your friend.
Yeah.
But it's like Popeye's chicken. It's not greasy. It's a drier, but it's still moist like chicken. But the coating is a little bit drier like the
So it's
Popeyes.
crunchy.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
it's
say crunchy.
crunchy. It is.
As long as it's crunchy, because the
It's
problem
amazing.
with Popeyes is they don't cook it enough.
Yeah, well, that's
It's
your
a
opinion,
tad too
Dave, and I'm
short.
sorry, but that's
Nah,
wrong.
yeah.
For every time I've had
every
Popeyes.
time I've had Popeyes, I was not.
Anyway.
Impressed. Too dry.
If they advertise like an extra crunchy version of chicken, then I think they're not cooking it right. You know?
What do you mean? No, but
Like-
this is real tender inside.
Yeah, but I know like the skin, like
But that's the whole point. People will like extra crispy.
yeah. But like if you have to advertise an extra crispier version, then you know you're probably not doing it. Right.
You
In
know
the
my
first place,
favourite
right.
fried chicken ever had?
Yeah. Cleanse in Newtown.
No. Oh, no, I've not been there. I haven't been nowhere. And I like going places. Wonderland.
Oh,
Do you remember Wonderland? Remember having the chicken at Wonderland? The
No.
fried chicken at Wonderland? Oh, it had the best chicken ever.
it's random.
I know, Australia's Wonderland. Best chicken
Jay's
ever.
just on the Snowy River rampage
Yes!
with a drumstick.
I was down the bottom, like where the beach went in eventually. But
Ah.
like, yeah. Then they took it away, I think maybe when the beach went in. I was Devo. It was the best. It's so different than KFC. Oh, man.
Oh,
I
that
can
was
still taste it now.
Still pining for Wonderland.
Yes, from 30 years ago. It's the
Yeah,
best thing about
I know that
Wonderland.
feeling. KFC used to have this little Bavarian cake in a square.
Yes!
that was good.
And I can't
Yeah.
censor that.
Oh, thanks for giving me work, Dave.
Last week, perfect. Dave comes
Dave
back.
comes back.
Him and his potty mouth.
Out of all of us.
Freaking bookended by potty mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been a good potty mouth.
Yeah. I said one.
No, he saw once.
I said one.
What did you say?
I said the S word. Shame.
Superman.
Yeah. This week it was.
S-H-I-T?
I can't spell.
Any more random stuff?
Nah, that's about it.
Nah.
How you going in Supercoach, Dave?
Yeah, it's alright. Teddy got like 300 something points.
What?
Well, I captained him, that's why.
Guys,
Yeah.
damn.
So I picked the right captain. Him and Pappenhausen did good, so...
Pappenhausen Deli, yeah.
Fine.
Doesn't
Fine.
help that...
Dylan.
Hey!
Oh.
Excellent.
That's it?
That's it, I
I
guess.
believe that's it. The video just cut off.
Excellent.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
if that
excellent.
didn't record Pappenhausen Deli and he gets it, I'm
How about-
pissed.
So will it still record,
Let's
though?
cut it off after we reflect on ourselves.
I'm not cutting anything. This is
Yeah,
this
no,
is
that's
this is just going to be a black screen on the
Yeah.
video.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Are we still recording?
Do that.
Yes, we're still recording the audio.
Excellent.
Thank you for joining us for this very professionally recorded episode of Council of Reeds.
Oh, this is what
Put it-
I was
you
going to
put
show
it-
this earlier, but I forgot.
Oh, that is amazing, Nitin.
Just
How
have a
did you miss
screenshot.
that?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
have
right
a
here in front of me. And
screenshot
I
for the
forgot.
Maybe
last
next
5
week. Oh,
minutes.
you don't have it for next week?
No,
Oh,
I'm
what a
gonna get- I'll give it
shame.
back.
One time only.
One time
What a
only.
What a shame.
All right.
Please
Oh.
like, comment, subscribe.
We're on Spotify.
We're on Spotify.